Fellow lost souls, wanderers, adventurers and heroes. Many of us have found ourselves trapped in Barovia, imprisoned by the mists. The devil Strahd has incarcerated us here, and the only way out is to kill him, or die in the attempt. So, welcome to Barovia. The land is cursed, and now, so are you. Hello, friends. Welcome to our Curse of Strahd campaign, session 14. It's been so long since we played. I'm not entirely sure I remember how this is meant to go. But we wish that stories were legal tender in this world, because, oh boy, would we all be rich if they were after last week's session. Also, I don't know if you can hear Kenneth. You can? Yeah, cool. Great. Okay, so this dog has been asleep all day after breakfast at 9 a.m. Went for a walk, slept all day, and now that I'm streaming on the internet, he's decided to wake up and express his opinions at me. So I guess maybe I'm going to have to do the whole stream with you on my lap. Okay, fine. This will be fine.
Oh no, such tragedy.
Yes.
No one likes seeing Kenneth Pug on Twitch.tv.
One of you is texting him saying, "Hey buddy, get all riled up. It's time. It's go time." Okay, so hello everybody. My name is Debbie. I use she, her pronouns. This is Kenneth Pug. He doesn't really mind what pronouns you use. Yeah. I am your dungeon master. He doesn't know what's going on.
I was going to say, he can't hear them anyway.
He can't hear anything. He's deaf. Bless his heart. Bless his little baby heart. He also only has limited vision in one eye, so... Oh, yeah.
He can smell, and he can
like
smell that he's, that
he knows. If you crack a biscuit packet, if you crack a biscuit packet from a mile away, he's there. Fridge door opens, he knows.
He's got a good sniffer.
Extra sensory perception. Anyway, we're here to play some D&D. So let me introduce you to your players, rather than just giving you the rundown on Kenneth Pug's life story. Friends, feel free to introduce yourselves, your characters. Say hello to Galway.
Hello, everyone. Just knock something off my desk. My name's Galway, pronouns he, him, or they, them, and I play Dyota, the elvish artificer, whose pronouns are they, them. I'm extremely tired, so my camera will be covered for most of today.
Thank you very kindly. Say hello to Elise.
Hello, my name is Elise. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I play Mink, whose pronouns are he, him, his, and he is a paladin.
Very nice. Say hello to Lena.
I'm Lena. My pronouns are she, her, and I play Mari Mia Tinker, the rogue, whose pronouns are also she, her. I have an excuse for being this confused this time. I'm listening to stream to check the volume while I'm talking and hearing everybody. So I'm fine.
And she is a...
rogue? Tiefling?
There you go.
I don't think... Elise, did you say what Mink is?
I didn't. I don't. I do. We do that every time.
Sure, you can. Well, we just did it with Lena, so let's make you do it also.
Okay. Now I have to think of the word.
Furbolg?
Firbolg. Thank you. Makes a Firbolg.
You're welcome. And last but by no means least, Adam.
Hi, everybody. Yes, Adam, pronouns they, them, or he, him. I play Teddy of Arbora, who is a satyr dragonborn cleric fighter. I guess.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know
it.
why. What am I doing?
Let's just keep adding more classes and races so that
Yeah.
Roll,
lineages so that you have to.
Teddy, rolling paladin the hard way.
All right.
I didn't even think about that, but it's so true. We have two paladins, sort of.
I knew I was doing that when I Googled and searched Reddit for fighter cleric
Because they're all just like,
multi-class.
be a paladin.
Everybody said be a paladin, so it's not lost on me. But Teddy it goes by he, him, his.
Tell us when you take your oaths so that we know.
Wow. Today I hear that we've all taken the oath of sassy D&D players, so that's exciting. All right. Housekeeping. We are affiliate on Twitch. You are able to cheer and subscribe to us. You can also link your Amazon Prime account to support us via Prime Gaming. Any and all support is extremely welcome and encouraged. We also have chat commands. !Discord. We'll get you a link to our Discord community, which is very lovely. And at the moment, my time there is predominantly spent playing Minecraft, which I feel like at the age of 38 is exactly the right age to get into Minecraft.
Concurred.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm also 38.
Oh, well, twins. It's just the right age, Elise. If anyone's 37 and you're looking forward with what's going to happen next year, it's going to be Minecraft.
It's Minecraft. I'm 35.
Are you not?
You know that.
You baby. God, I'm old. ! Merch. We'll get you a link to our merch store where you can buy cool stuff with artwork designed by members of our community in reference to our campaigns and events. Okay, he's taken himself back to bed and is falling asleep. ! Ko-fi, ko-fi. If you'd like to support us, you can do that by directly sending us money. It makes the world go round. And ! Donate. Galway, is that still pointing to the Trevor Project?
Yeah, points to the Trevor Project benefiting LGBTQ plus youth. As always, if you have time, energy, we encourage you to check that out. And if you have the resources to go just a little bit farther, we recommend you look for a local charity in your area supporting the same groups, because donations there result in a lot more direct action and they have a harder time fundraising.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Okay, so welcome into our Helpful Goat Curse of Strahd stream. 2 final important announcements. 1, this is intended to be a horror stream that will not be suitable for everybody. General themes for today, we're having a dog that's just woken himself up.
General themes for today. Yep, that's
General
it.
themes for today. Kenneth. We have some fortune telling of the future. So if fate-based stuff isn't fun, some general danger because Barovi's not a safe place. The addiction mechanic is still in play. Vampires, they're still knocking around, although I don't anticipate that we'll meet one. Depending on how far we get, there might be some children that have gone missing but are not in any real danger. So potentially, like, if you're worried about children, there are some children under threat, but they will be fine. But that depends how far we get.
That also sounds like a challenge.
Okay, well, yes. If Galway gets their way, the children may not be fine. But my plan as the DM is not to harm children.
There's also
adults.
just the ongoing background threat against birds.
Oh, that's true. Yes, which we're not going to
Bird.
kind of we're not sort of doing on
Right.
stream, but we are very cautious that birds are spying on us. So it's on site with birds, I believe, is how Elise would
Oh.
put it.
Oh God, sorry, it can be this game's version of the like paint me a picture. How do you want to do this when you killed the last enemy in a fight? Describe how the last bird died.
Why did the ecosystem in Barovia collapse? Well, there was this
We
ecological
released a
disaster
bunch of feral cats.
called mink.
That's
Okay.
a great idea.
Oh no.
I was just thinking, like,
Um,
kill the ones I see, but feral cats.
Oh dear. And second important announcement, music in streams to date and going forwards is from Tabletop Audio or Kevin McLeod's Incompetech website used under a Creative Commons license. Is the music on loop? Can you hear it? Because I can't.
I cannot hear it.
I don't think it's on loop, I guess. Maybe it stopped.
I can't, but I'm never sure because my system's sometimes just like, haha, no music for you.
Mm.
I'm so sorry. I'm going to be right back. I have to rotate laundry, but I'm listening.
You're
Unless
good.
I go
No
out of
stress.
range, but I will be back in like a few minutes.
What does it mean to
There's
rotate laundry in America?
Music, no. Moving from the washer to the dryer.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like some kind of old timey machine
No,
where you had
not-
to turn it so
They're
it
not
cleans
hand cranking their
equally.
laundry.
I mean, I don't know. America's a weird place. That's all I could imagine. Was
Yeah,
that-
but we're
Oh my
weird
God.
in the sense that like we'll pursue convenience over everything else, not inconvenience. Cranking laundry is an inconvenience.
Inconvenience. You're right. You're right. Obviously, what a fool I was for not realizing that.
We are a nation
Hand.
that exemplifies the computer science principle of spend multiple hours automating something simple so you never have to do it again.
Yes. Why let your laundry dry in the world when you can dry it in a tumble dryer? Okay.
Because the tumble dryer shrinks your clothes.
Oh my gosh, is it show your pets hour? A book.
He just won't shut the fuck up.
I know that.
So I was gonna say,
So-
so we're still on theme.
We've got two best boys being their best boy
At
selves.
least you gotta get Rika on your lap.
She's at the top of the stairs moping because I'm down here and she's up there.
Oh,
I think she could fix by coming down here.
No,
I was like,
no,
just to
no,
be
no,
clear,
no.
there's not a doggy gate or anything between her
No.
and you.
Nothing. Okay, let's get cursed. So, last time, 1,000 years ago, we ignored a burning gallows and continued on our adventure down the road to the Vistani camp at Sayre Falls. Do you remember that? It was so long ago. We were greeted by some quite friendly Vistani, welcomed us in, gave us a delicious meal at their lovely camp. And we paid the tax to hang out with them, which was about exchanging stories. So they told us about the land of Barovia, the devil Strahd, his relationship with the Vistani, the wizard whose name no one can remember. Seems weird. Perhaps some kind of collective amnesia. That wizard tried to fight Strahd over a year ago. Probably unsuccessfully, seeming as that Strahd's still around.
The wizard's not.
Well, it doesn't seem to be. And a little bit of information about Vistani Mistwalkers. And in exchange, Deota shared the story of the group coming into Barovia, the trials and loops in the Death House, which we were told is one of the tests that Strahd uses to filter adventurers that he pulls into Barovia. We also learned how Deota met a god and got their ink paper magic powers. Just like a normal everyday thing that you do, meet a god. Pretty cool. And then we were summoned to the revered elder, Madame Eva's tent. She greeted each of the player characters by name. Mink. And we are curious as to what she could possibly want with us. So,
Mink, if that is your name.
If that is your name.
allegedly. Even if you have a name. So, I thought what I could do is put on a very strong British accent all of a sudden. Is set the scene for you again. For Madame Eva's tent, and then we can pick up where we left off last time. And I think we don't need to be in Roll20 at the moment, but you should be able to see in Roll20 you're in a nice little map of the Vistani camp, and Madame Eva's tent is the one that you're kind of parked in front of. But I haven't set up like a Madame Eva's tent page. So, like, there's not going to be one where you go inside and you're all sitting around a table and there's a crystal ball and whatever.
Okay, we can imagine it.
Can you imagine
Theater of
that?
the mind.
Theatre of the mind. Theatre of the mind. So, imagine, if you will, a tent. Magic flames cast a reddish glow over the interior of this tent, revealing a low table covered in a black velvet cloth. Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure peers into its depths. As she speaks, her voice crackles like dry weeds. I just think that's such a great sentence, crackling like dry weeds. At last you have arrived! And I've got the wrong page open because of course I have. Took you all long enough. Are you ready to learn your fate? And she gestures for you to sit down at the table in front of her.
Is there enough seats?
Yes, there are 4 seats. 1 for each of you.
And what about that woman that's coming with us?
Which woman?
That she's, Strahd wants to eat her? Or date her?
Oh, yeah.
There are 5 seats. There's also 1 for Irina.
Cool.
Madame Eva gets up really quickly and pulls out an emergency chair. One of those flip down ones, and pops it straight out.
He didn't foresee there being a fifth person.
Yeah. This is the problem with fortune tellers.
I feel like Groboa is just floating sort of annoyedly and then finally will settle down on Diota's chair.
There wasn't a high chair for Graboa.
We need a toddler seat.
I am not getting into any more chair-based shenanigans with you lot. I can't believe that Adam's finished rotating their laundry so quickly. I didn't think that would happen so fast.
Crank.
Yeah, I mean, Americans learn how to do it when they're like 2, so you just have
One
it.
of our friends has been known to churn butter in the back of a car, so look.
Is that what they're calling it these days?
Anyway, so
So
you're
I
sitting
think
at a table
Mink,
with as many chairs as you need for the assembled party.
I think Mink would wait for everyone else to kind of take a seat and maybe stand near the door, kind of keeping or the tent flap, unless Madam
Eva
is going to insist. But I think it's just kind of that feeling of being on guard here still has not left, so he's going to kind of keep an eye on the door, stand near the door, but watch the proceedings.
Mink, she just had to pull out a whole extra chair for us. You're being rude.
Is it rude to be worried about our safety? I think it's just kind of
Groboa will float over and take the chair.
yeah.
Okay. Fine. So you're gonna tell us our fates collectively or individually?
Yes.
No, which? Sorry, that was a which question?
Both.
Oh, okay. Can we do collectively first and then I'm just gonna go, I have something to take care of?
Back home? Something to take
just
care
out
of?
just out with the other Vistani. I have something to take care of out with the other Vistani. So just collectively first, and then I just need to go have a chat, and I'll get to you later. I'm sure for individually.
You can hide as many things from your party members as you want, Murray, but not from me.
I don't know what you're talking about. Let's just do collectively.
I think she's talking about maybe your sister.
My sister's dead.
Sure.
So
Sorry.
what would that have to do with my fate?
Guess we'll see.
I know, because I have something to take care of. Collectively first.
Do any of you have any questions before we get into it, dearies?
Yeah, what kind of fortune telling do you do?
A good kind.
It's ominous, to be frank.
Okay. Our people have many abilities. Some can walk in the mist, and some, very few like me, have an ability to see the threads of fate that bind us all together. I have this skill, and I knew that champions were coming to the land, and that you would need my guidance. And so I am here to give it, because you face an insurmountable obstacle. You face a battle that right now you cannot win. And I would like to help you.
Your people don't really seem to have a contentious relationship with the devil.
We do not.
Is that our insurmountable obstacle? The devil?
Part of it, sure.
Why would you want to help us? Your people benefit from this non-contentious relationship with him.
Because we are smart enough to survive does not mean we are thriving. It's a good answer, I know.
Yeah, thriving's pretty good. It's nice. When you can get it. Am I right? Well, you can do the fortune stuff now. I'll stop.
Adam, I feel like you need like an Adam flag and a Teddy flag.
Yeah.
Because Debbie doesn't know whether you want her to respond as Debbie or Madam Eva. Okay. Mink, I'm going to have to ask you to sit down.
Oh, is that part mandatory for... Oh,
Yes.
We're
You are
gonna
safe here.
We're gonna need another chair.
There's
So
a chair
sorry.
just behind you, Mink, if you want to grab it.
Mink pulls up another chair. Would never unseat Graboa.
I've never had these kind of chair shenanigans before. This was unexpected. Of all the things I planned for, this was not it.
All right.
Wow.
Mink sits down.
Good. Okay. Right. One moment, please. All right.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
We get a whole like tarot spread. Baby tarot spread.
Ooh.
Barocca, but yeah. Oh, I need to change. Kenneth. Please. We're trying to build some atmosphere here. This guy.
You're muted, Galway.
No,
we
like
can't
we
hear
can't
Yeah.
hear you now.
If you're I wasn't pressing to talk, I forgot. If you're wanting atmosphere, maybe something less festive than the camp music. There we
I've
go.
changed it.
At Rest by Kevin MacLeod. Classic. This is how much editing I've done.
Right, I'm just going to ask everyone to dial the sass down. 10%.
No, I was not being sassy. I was just showing off that I know my Kevin MacLeod tracks.
Glad I got my
What you might call a
manic
super
energy at
fan.
the start of the episode, so I don't have to dial things down because I told y'all I was like this.
That's how.
I also told you to tell me to
That's
shut
how
the
it
fuck up.
works.
So never mind.
No.
Anyways.
Okay. Well, this is good. This is good. I'm impressed, Adam, with your knowledge, and a little bit jealous. And I don't have a backup track to challenge your knowledge again, so let's just assume that Adam. What was the track previously called?
I don't remember. Probably some
Oh,
Shinty McJingles shit.
What did
Yeah.
you just say? Shanty McJingle shit?
Maybe.
That's my favorite Christmas song.
my band name. Oh, okay. Serious business, guys. We're about to tell the future.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow. So, these cards I have dealt, and as we turn them over, they will tell us something about your future, your fate, or something that may help you in your time here in Barovia. Okay? Do you have any questions before we begin? Once we begin, we cannot stop.
I have a question. Will we like have to interpret these, or will you tell us what they mean?
Oh. Well, I will tell you what the threads of fate tell me. Anything further than that, you will have to figure out for yourselves.
Okay.
So it's the interpreting
Is-
one.
Yeah. Is there something we can do to like incentivize the threads of fate to, be really clear with this?
Oh, to be like, oh, you go to this place and you stand on your
Yeah,
head and then
yeah,
you will
yeah.
get a big
Yeah,
boot. No,
Exactly. We're on the same page. Oh.
that's not how fate works. It's
Oh.
not like going to the store and buying some milk. There
What?
are many different variables that can affect the future.
What's milk?
Okay, are you aware of the thing called a cow? And you squeeze its udder and juice comes out?
Also-
No, I think the Vistani have way better access to food than I do.
Most
Ooh, look at us.
mammals, including all of the people in this
Humans?
room, probably produce milk to feed their young.
I don't produce milk.
Tieflings don't feed their.
Yuck.
No, tieflings are definitely mammals.
Now, just some big existential questions about what tieflings do to feed their young.
Okay, hang on.
Oh, wait, are you saying we can buy tiefling milk at the store, Mink?
Oh, no.
I'm also just
Don't say
wondering,
that.
like, how many
You would know what
stores.
milk is as a concept.
I'm wondering how many stores we found that have a dairy section in a like medieval, tech setting.
That's kind of what I was getting at.
Please flip a card, Madam Eva.
Done with
Gladly.
Lena shit.
As an aside, everyone will be pleased to know that Mike is alive and did indeed fall asleep.
Good.
Good.
Did he
Okay.
fall asleep on a plane or where?
No, just
where
at the airport, waiting for the next plane.
Okay.
He has had a horrible, eventful
Cursed.
trip.
Seems
Cursed. He is cursed.
Why are my channel points gone? Oh, never mind. They're not.
This card tells of history. Knowledge of your enemy will help you better understand that enemy.
That's
This card, the rogue.
card?
Yeah. I see a nest of ravens. There you will find a prize. Do you want me to repeat any of that, Elise?
Yeah, the very beginning.
This card tells of history. Knowledge of an enemy will help you better understand that enemy.
Okay, thank you.
So this is Debbie saying, maybe don't murder all of the birds you see because they might have something helpful for you.
No. You said a nest of ravens, so we can kill all of them and then loot their nest.
That would be crows if it was a murder.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Her hand then moves to the card at the top, which is helpfully numbered number 2. This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. and this is the card called Avenger. The treasure lies in a dragon's house, in hands once clean and now corrupted. You want me to repeat any of that, Elise?
Yep. The same thing. Because I'm trying to write down the names of the cards. And so like I was waiting for the card to flip, and so I missed that first bit. And so
We're
that's
good.
why it's tripping me up. But
No stress. This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. I hope you can hear Kenneth's symphony.
mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay,
It
thank you.
basically
I'm
was,
ready.
this card tells.
Okay, the third card. This is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight. This card, the Elementalist, tells me that the treasure is hidden in a small castle beneath a mountain, guarded by amber giants. And at this, Diota, your pendant is kicking off. It's like bouncing around on your chest. It's a pendant, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Small castle at the base of a mountain.
Under.
Beneath a mountain,
Oh.
guarded by amber giants.
Okay, thank you.
Did you get the first bit?
I did.
Okay. Number 4. This card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness. The card is Mist. Avistana wanders this land alone, searching for her mentor. She does not stay in one place for long. Seek her out at St. Markovia's Abbey, near the Mist. Or you may find her near the House of the Dragon, or at the Wizard's Tower. Like I said, she moves around a lot.
So did you say near the Wizard's Tower or at the Wizard's Tower?
Yes. Near.
Thank you.
Okay.
And the final card, your enemy. A creature of darkness, whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him when you are ready. Which you are not yet, just for the record. The card is Innocent. He dwells with the one whose blood sealed his doom, a brother of light snuffed out too soon. Oh, I didn't realize that one rhymed, she says.
Dwells with the one whose blood sealed his doom.
Correct. You can leave now, Murray, if you like.
Mink gets up too. It's like, very well.
Great. Just to take care of an errand, and then I can come back on my own later. Does that sound good to you?
No,
Oh, why?
I will be asleep later. This is
Well,
very
I can come back
tiring for me.
tomorrow.
You will be leaving the camp tomorrow.
I can come in the morning before I leave.
I will not be awake.
I can wake you up. I'm really a morning person. I'm good at that. Ask Mink.
Oh God.
This is a one-time only offer, Mari. You may leave, you're free to go. But if you would like any help from me, now is the time to take it.
Can I request that you...
That your secrets are safe with me? Yes.
No, but yes. God,
Yes.
yes, exactly that.
Yes.
Yep. I don't have secrets.
You're a
if I did-
terrible liar, Murray, which is insane considering the things that you're carrying, but okay.
I don't know what you mean by
Of
that.
course you don't. Of course you don't. Would anyone
Like
like...
the finger? Like the hag's finger?
I
like
just
that?
thought it looked cool.
No, the amount of shit you give me for not talking about my stuff and then this makes us back down.
Okay,
Grumpy
Mink,
now.
if that's your name.
It's not. Oh, God. Okay.
Really? That's what we're going to fixate on here?
I'll stay, because I don't have secrets.
Yeah, that's why I'm staying too.
Okay,
Yes.
Mink, if that is your name.
Okay, Murray, if that is your name.
That is my name.
Yeah, and Mink's mine.
It's one of your names,
Okay.
sure.
Yeah.
So, over the table talk, for the next bit, I didn't set up the cards because it's like setting this up took me an unfeasible amount of time. But I have got, if you want them, and you don't have to have them, I have got high and low cards for each of you.
I don't know what that means, but
It's 2 cards that will kind of help you,
okay.
give you some additional information about like a problem or like something that you're looking for and where the answer might be.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
So she kind of clears the table from what was there before, and says, who wishes to go first?
Well, Mari has no secrets, so I volunteer
right.
her.
So she puts 2 cards face down on the table and says, Marie, and turns the first card over, and it is the Diviner card. You wish to see your path, to know whether the choices you make are wise and good. And then she turns over the second card, which is the Marionette. No longer are you a puppet. Your strings are cut. You should find out who you are and what you want, rather than what you have been raised to believe.
I mean, I know what
Take
I
these cards with you.
want.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thanks. I know what I want. I appreciate you.
Who would like to go next?
Diota will shuffle forward.
So she does the same, deals out the 2 cards, turns the first one over. It is the Beggar. You are frightened to return to what you just escaped, that your gift will be retracted just as quickly as it was given. And then she turns over the second card. It's the Tempter. Your patron is not flighty nor changeable. Trust his judgment and resist the temptation of what is offered to you. It may indeed cement and grow your power, but you may lose yourself in the bargain.
Diota's going to furiously tap at the pendant. Hear that?
And she similarly will push the 2 cards towards you to take away with you.
Thank you.
Who's next?
I look at Teddy.
Me, do me.
Deals out 2 cards again. Turns the first one over. Oh, it's Traitor. You worry that your past actions determine who you are today, and that if your worst mistakes were known, your best deeds would not balance the scales. And then she turns over the second card. Innocent. No person is perfect, without error or misjudgment. Give yourself the grace you selflessly offer to others, and know that your path will lead you to where your gifts are needed most, to offer redemption to deeply flawed former knights.
I'm so sorry. My monitor went to sleep in the middle of that, and I completely.
Would you like me to repeat all of it?
Yes, please. No person is perfect without error or judgment. Was that right?
Misjudgment.
Or misjudgment. From there, give yourself the grace.
You selflessly offer to others, and know that your path will lead you to where your gifts are needed most, to offer redemption to deeply flawed former knights.
Former knights.
Knights with a K, like the people, not the time of day.
Madam Eva would clarify that.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Does Irina have cards? That's fine.
Her fate is beyond my reading.
Interesting.
Mink.
It's me. Let's go.
Let's go. So she pushes the 2 cards towards Teddy, deals 2 out again, flips the first one. Healer. You wish to find that which cost your family dearly. You search for answers to life's great questions. And then turns over the second card, which is Dark Lord. The answer lies closer than you think, but further than you'd wish. Great powers compete for the souls of us who walk the worlds. Your destiny has already been tangled with one at great personal cost.
Will you read the whole thing over for me?
Gladly.
Thank you.
The first card was Healer. You wish to find that which cost your family dearly. You search for answers to life's great questions. And then the response card is Dark Lord. The answer lies closer than you think, but further than you'd wish. Great powers compete for the souls of us who walk the worlds. Your destiny has already been tangled with one at great personal cost.
Well, thank goodness none of those were ominous in any way.
Fate is
Mine was
often
just
ominous.
irrelevant.
Mari, Graboa can tell when you're lying, and he doesn't have a brain.
You know,
I don't.
Yota, I wonder if it's not so much lying as self-deception here. Like, I
I'm
think Mari
here.
maybe believes what she's telling us.
I can hear you.
No, she knows.
Wow.
Because she knows what she's been trained to do.
Interesting.
I have no idea what Eva's talking about, and I'm really tired. I'm gonna go to bed now. This has been a great start to our attempts to get you all back where you belong. Good night. And Mari's just gonna walk out of the tent.
She isn't a bad person. She's young. She's been trained a certain way. But if you can reach out to her, she can be so much more.
I think Mink just gets up and leaves.
Eddie, do you wanna go another round of reading?
That's an option.
No, not really. You're free to go.
You can play like gin rummy or yeah. Thanks for this though. This was probably maybe helpful. Yeah.
I
good
would
night.
hope so. Otherwise, it's been a great waste of effort.
Yeah. Guess we'll see.
Guess you will.
Teddy will leave.
Jota will bow slightly. Thank you for the time and the suggestions.
You're welcome. All right. So everybody's back outside. Where are you off to?
Graboa is looking at the cards banging on the table.
Oh, Graboa wants their own reading. Oh my god, okay.
Graboa MVP.
Madam Eva just like gives the rest of the cards to Graboa. Because Graboa's got like little hands.
Yeah, he's got the like plaited
Paper chains.
Yeah, plaited paper.
Yeah.
He's just gonna take the cards and immediately ram them inside the ink well that he is.
Your fate is of your own choosing.
He's gonna like shake himself for a second, and one of the cards will sort of come up to the front.
Oh my god, he's a magic 8-ball now.
All right, hold on 1 second. Do we want to know which card comes up to the front?
Yeah,
I've got
do it, Debbie. Do it, Debbie.
Okay, 1 second.
And this won't continue to be a thing at all. I promise. It will.
Okay.
Can we shake Graboa to get a card?
With his permission, yes.
Fabulous.
Consensual shaking.
Can you see that?
Yes, but I
Bishop.
can't read the words.
Bishop.
Okay. I know.
What does it mean?
We can't interpret these cards at all. I don't think any of us
Why?
have this knowledge.
You can stay an apprentice under Madam Eva if you'd like. I know you get along really well.
Oh
with
yeah.
her.
Yeah, that would be great.
Graboa is going to find a scrap of paper and fold
If you
it.
want to ask her, you can ask her what that means.
Graboa is kind of like flicking between looking at Diota and looking at Madame Eva. I think he would like to know what the bishop card represents.
Usually, it implies that the person to whom it refers follows a strict, kind of adheres to a strict code or a belief. But it can also be used to refer to those who may plot or plan or scheme. But I'm not entirely sure based on how the card was drawn. Where in a Tarokka hand that would sit. So I can't really give you any further guidance, apart from telling you that that's what the bishop usually means.
Thank you. Do you
You're
have like a
welcome.
little shorthand list of these? Because I think he's going to keep doing this.
Okay. I will get you one in the morning. How's that? I'll put you together like a
Thank you.
what's it called? A Cliff's Notes?
Yes, that would be
We have cliff notes in this world.
No,
Cliff's
Cliff's Notes.
Yeah, the wizard Cliff
He liked to summarize
popularized,
things briefly in clear,
some brief
simple
summaries,
language.
executive summaries, yeah.
Mm-hmm,
Annotated bibliographies, his personal favorite.
Fucking hate
Absolutely.
annotated bibliographies.
Love them. They're so useful. Come on, Lena.
There's so much work, Elise. I don't want to do that shit.
Okay. So,
Not in academia. You can't make me.
No, I can't make you. You're right. I won't. You're fine. You're safe. This is fine. Nothing bad's going to happen here. So what do you want to do now that you all know the future?
I think it is actually bedtime.
But you don't have to go to bed. Like, you can go hang out with the Vistani some more. You can have some more wine, or you can go and find a bed. That's fine too, also.
Yeah. Mari's probably sitting out by the fire, nursing some wine, seeing if there's any Vistani that she knows around.
There are no Vistani that you know in this camp.
I think Mink will pull up next to Mari, and sit down and just be like, listen, first of all, the name business, it's people it's nothing. It's there's no secret there. It's just a name. It's just a name. I'm not hiding my old name. I'm not. It's just. But also, what Madame Eva said about training and stuff. If you ever want to talk about it, it sounds like maybe something kind of similar between us. I don't know. Not the same, but something similar there. And it's I don't know. You always want to know things about me. You always think I'm hiding something. I've been trained to do some shit too, Mari, and it's just it's heavy, right? To hold all the things that come with that. And you push me to talk about it, but think about how little you want to talk about it. That's where I'm coming from too, because there have been some really bad days in my life that have come from that. And I imagine that's not so different for you. And, if you really want to know those bad days, I guess, sure, we can talk about them, but also we don't have to know that we've both been through them.
Yeah. We don't. Yeah, we don't have to talk about traumas. I mean, I keep trying to impress on you all that Barovia is just really shit. This place is really, really shit. And we do what we have to survive here. And
Yeah. I hear you and I believe you that this place is more shit than, like, if you could come with us back to where we came from, I think you'd have a better shot at a better life than you have in Barovia. Because yeah, this place, and I gesture. But that doesn't mean that we don't know what it's like to go through shit. I just it's hard sometimes because when I say I've had bad days in the past, I'm talking about orders to march into places where people are doing horrible things and the results are losing friends and people in the worst ways and coming out of it barely alive and coming out and knowing that, that was all the machinations of people. We didn't have to do any of that. That was people choosing to be evil. And if there's a common thread between our worlds, maybe it's that. And it's not that strange to me to imagine that a place can be horrible because people are bad. Yeah, that's a lot of my experience too.
I don't. I don't think people are bad. I think we do what we have to do to survive. I think you did those things for a reason. And the people who told you to do those things probably had some reason that made sense at the time. And I want to survive. And I want to make sure that siblings can survive if they can. Sometimes people have to make hard choices because of that.
Yeah. I think that maybe that's what is true for you, that people made those choices for good reasons. And I don't think it's what's true for me. I think people made
Not
those
even
decisions.
you?
I Sure. I mean, I followed orders, right? I made that decision for a lot of reasons, but you're talking about people giving orders because they needed to, or it's right to survive, or I'm talking about people giving orders for power. And maybe in some ways that makes my home worse than here, because if that's true, if what you said is true, and people here are good people just doing what they need to do to survive, and sometimes that means doing bad things, then that's different than people who don't need to do it to survive and do bad things. And yep, I think
Mink, I don't think it's good or bad. I think people are just people. And I think if you did bad things, you had reasons that made sense to you at the time, not just following orders. Or you had reasons to follow those orders that made sense to you at the time.
I'm not looking for for you to have insight into my past, Mari, but I wonder if maybe some of the things you're saying are more about you than they're about me. And that's okay. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not agreeing. I'm agreeing that that's all you're saying. I'm not agreeing that they're more about me. Just to be clear.
That's fine.
Yeah. We'll get you all out of here and back where you belong. I don't think I can leave. Like, physically. And also, I'm not the only thing that matters in Barovia, but
There's my
thank
dog.
you for sharing some with me, Mink, and opening up. I know it's hard when we all have pasts we don't want to talk about.
Yeah. Feel free to reciprocate when you're ready. And I'll just kind of get up and head to bed or something, or wherever. Are there beds? I think we'll go look and see if there's
Does anyone else
bed.
want to do anything before it's bedtime? Because there can have been other things happening while they were having that nice conversation, if you would like. Or you can just drift towards bed.
I think I'm good. I think Teddy's drifting towards bed.
Can't hear you go away, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I keep forgetting that I'm not pushing to talk because I don't need to do it on the Discord side normally, but then I change it so I don't just talk to you all instead of talking to stream as well. I think Diota is sort of sitting off in a, not like conspicuously in a corner, but just sort of off by themselves, holding the amber up so that the light flows through it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think straining probably just a little bit, as the edges of that sort of ashy grayness up their arm sort of start flexing up and down a bit.
Okay.
And after they sit for a little bit, they're probably gonna go to bed and then wrap their head in as many spare blankets as they can find.
Okay. So as you went inside and had your fortune telling reading, like the camp continued outside without you, and you could hear while you were inside there was kind of laughter and singing and music, and that continued while you were inside. And when you come outside, the camp is a riot of color and music and laughter. The Vistani are really excellent hosts. They are welcoming and warm, but they, like, if you go and kind of sit on a log by yourself and inspect your pendant, they leave you be. Someone will bring you over like a cup of warm wine to kind of soothe you. Similarly, Mink and Murray, if you have like a quiet conversation off to one side, they leave you alone with that as well. But there's people around if you look like you need something, and it really does feel like kind of like a warm bath, like a soothing moment for your soul after the horrors of the Death House and the bleak kind of depressing village of Barovia and the meeting with Strahd. Like everything has been like a collection of really shit things, and this feels like just a moment of kind of warmth and safety and like a community that's really, doing their best to make you feel safe and at home. And there's music happening in the background continually, and slowly the Vistani kind of drift towards bed, and they set bedrolls up for you under one of their wagons. So I don't know if you can see my ping. This wagon here. So they'll set out your 4 bedrolls for you, and they give you like food and bits and pieces.
5 is Serena sleeping nearest?
Correct. 5, Irina is sleeping, and actually they set out a mini bedroll for Graboa as well.
Thank you.
Yeah. And they also give you an emergency chair in case you need it. Just in case. You guys.
Mink kind of looks sadly at the bedrolls and then climbs into one.
Yeah. So there's a couple of things. You can go to bed and you can have a sleep. That's fine. I'm going to put, so one of the songs, like as you're falling asleep, you hear this song, and I'm going to give you the lyrics. I'm not going to sing it for you. I'm going to save you that embarrassment. Because it's something that like you all hear as you go to sleep, and the song continues to play in all of your dreams. Now, Teddy and Mink both had previously eaten Granny's pie.
And me.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
all of us but Diota.
Diota got rid of their pie.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I
Yeah,
chucked it
yeah,
like
yeah,
in
yeah.
a bush when no one else was looking.
Yeah. Yeah. So that means that, and Teddy, I believe you still have one portion of pie in your pocket, because the first pie night you were passed out, so didn't eat any pie, and then last night you ate some pie. Mink, you've had 2 nights of eating pie. Murray, you've had 2 nights of eating pie.
Yeah.
Right. So the only portion of available pie is in Teddy's pocket.
Cool.
So, Mink, would you like to give me a pie stealing check?
I
And
have
Ted-
to do this?
Yep. You
He's
have to try
asking
and
if you'd
steal the
like
pie.
to, but really.
Yeah.
Is this sleight of hand?
Yes. And Murray the same. And Teddy, I don't know how you would defend against a pie stealing check.
It's probably
Are they
passive perception.
Waiting until after I fall asleep?
It would
Sorry, I'm
normally,
a rogue. 22.
it would normally be passive perception, just to unless he has some reason to be specifically like watching out, and then it could be an active perception roll.
Yeah, no.
I think it would be an active perception roll, because Teddy is like, I want to eat this pie.
Oh, okay.
And so Teddy probably like maybe like has their hand in the pocket with the pie, so is kind
Oh,
of like
that's so
more aware.
gross.
Eats it?
That's a result of having eaten it at all.
One
Like I
portion of
I don't-
pie. Yes.
that's
Yes.
so I feel led to. So I
Eat
mean,
the
in that
next thing
case,
of pie.
if you're saying that like Teddy wants to eat it, then he would go and start. He would try to eat it before going to sleep.
Okay.
So he's awake.
And you're just going to sit there and eat your pie.
Yeah, unless
You're not
is somebody gonna try to take it from me.
Yeah, do we want this pie badly enough that we're going to try to wrench it out of Teddy's hands?
I think so, yeah.
Would they not even have like the ability to like decide to try to use another approach, like persuade me to, like?
They really, really want the pie. Mink and Murray, however you think is the best way for you to get that pie, I'll leave that in your hands. But you have to make an attempt to get the pie. I was going to give you just the sleight of hand, like you're trying to lift it out of his pocket at some time during the evening. But if Teddy is saying, like, the minute you get out of Madame Eva's tent, you sit down and you chow down on pie, I'm fine with that also.
Yes, not necessarily. I guess it depends on how fucking obsessed everybody is with this pie. I mean,
Quite
addictive, not at all.
Yes. Yeah, Gyota's like listening to the music, staring at the amber.
Yeah, like, I guess are you like, was Teddy half thinking about this pie during the Madame Eva like fortune telling session?
But you've come outside and you, like, your tummy's given a little rumble and you're like, oh, I'm a bit peckish. Oh, I'm going to eat my pie. And so you know that, like, at some point in the next hour, like, as you move towards bed, you're going to eat your pie. You can choose to do it straight away, or you can choose to leave it until you're in your bedroll and have like a literal midnight snack. But I'll leave that up to you, Adam, and that will then determine what our friends, whether they come out of the tent and punch you to try and get your pie, or if they try and lift it out of your pocket.
I'll meet the mechanic halfway, I guess. Like, Teddy would eat it like before going to bed. Like, he's not gonna do it right away. So there's probably some time here where if the ways that Lita and Elise meet the mechanic halfway leads them to want to pickpocket me, then that's totally cool.
So Murray and Mink have they had their deep and meaningful when they got outside the tent. So that probably gave you the time to eat your pie unmolested.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you were eating it.
Easy peasy.
So I'll just
Easy
come over and be
peasy.
like, Teddy, you still have some of that pie, right?
I guess I ate it.
Oh, you ate the pie, so you don't have any pie?
No.
Mm.
It's good pie.
Yeah. I really want some.
Yeah,
I'd really like some more pie too.
And so I ate it.
Muffled under layers of blankets, you're going to hear, "Told you!"
Who was that? What? Was that the pie lady?
Feeling... I hope so.
Maybe? Was it?
Actually, yeah, why don't we ask someone?
Let's not go to sleep right now. Let's go find some more of this pie.
Yeah.
I'm going to just ask around the camp if anyone has any of Granny's pies.
That's great. Great idea.
Graboa, follow the pie fiends. I'm going to sleep.
Okay. This is great. I'm so delighted. So you're going to go and ask the Vistani if any of them have any of Granny's pies.
Yeah. I'll find our storytellers from last
time.
Gregory and
yeah.
There's another one. There's the one.
There is.
Isabel.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Hello,
I'm going with...
traveler. How can I help you?
Oh, we were just wondering. Granny's pies? Familiar?
They're just really good.
Forbidden because of the slightly dangerous magic contained within. They're very Moorish, aren't they? You really want to eat some pie, huh?
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to just get over that. Do not eat pies.
Forbidden, but like,
we don't have any. I cannot have your addiction.
No, like you're not allowed.
Totally.
You're not allowed to have any pie. Like, yeah. But like, there's.
But like for the right,
Like somebody has like one of the things where you're not allowed to.
I'm gonna look around and see if I can see anybody who looks like they might be a pie dealer, somebody who looks like they might have a good idea about how to get these pies.
You can give me a perception check if you would like to.
I think Mink is very lawful. I think being told it's forbidden in the camp, like
that's probably enough for me to be like, well then.
I can't have it. Okay.
Mario, I would posit probably one of the only things you can notice is a Graboa floating behind you, like arms crossed, just looking very disapproving.
Graboa look like he sells pies?
Because that's the only way this matters.
Oh my God.
Was
like you can describe
Graboa
that
all along?
but if Graboa doesn't look like he sells pies, I don't give a shit.
I'm done.
Mari
I'm
doesn't
out.
care.
Yeah. Okay. So, but Teddy's had a pie tonight, so Teddy's good.
Oh, I feel good. God, you guys are really obsessed with those pies. I feel fine. I'll feel fine tomorrow night.
Teddy, do you have like maybe like the wax paper is wrapped in? Just so I can show people the
I think
pies we're looking for.
I
I
think
think you ate that,
threw it,
Teddy.
and I didn't. Are you saying I have to have eaten the paper?
No, I'm
threw it
kidding.
in
I'm
the
sorry.
fire. Or, like,
I put it in a bucket.
Oh, okay. Which
Somebody was walking around with like a trash bucket.
Right. Okay.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm gonna look for the lady with a trash bucket.
I look at Griboa. I'm reminded of the fact that we have been warned these are addictive. We've been
Yes.
told they're forbidden.
Yes.
Is there anything like force of will here to be like, I'm going, like, people can resist the temptation to give into an addiction. It's not
Yes.
easy and it's not always
Yes.
as simple as I don't want to. I get that.
Yes. Yes.
I
In the
feel like
morning, yes, you will be able to make a roll.
Yeah.
Like now, you can go to bed and go, I don't have any pie, there's nothing I can do about
Yeah.
it. Like you can absolutely make that
Yes.
choice and go,
Okay.
there's nothing I can do about it. This sucks. Go to bed.
Okay. Yeah.
Mink,
That's I
yes.
think Mink's
And in the
direction
morning you'll
here.
make a roll.
Yes.
Mink, I think you should help me find that lady with the trash bucket. I think there's probably some scraps of pie.
Marty, you want to eat trash to get a taste of maybe a taste of some crust? That's not the same. Also, like,
Mink, are you telling me you don't want pie right now?
I really want pie right now.
Everything in your body is screaming for pie
crumb-
right now.
A crumb of crust from a trash bucket is not pie. That's what I'm
Isn't a crumb of crust better than no pie at all? It will just help Mink, it will just help us sleep tonight.
It's
Just
no
a little
pie at
bit.
all.
Just a little crumb will help us
I
sleep
think
a
I
lot
see
better
her
tonight.
over there.
And then tomorrow we can kick
That's the
this
trash
pie
bucket
habit.
lady over
we need
there.
to.
I'm not. I just. There's no pie.
I'm saying there's
Um,
probably some crumbs, Mink, and we can just have a little crumb, and then we'll sleep okay, and we won't need pie again.
Teddy rolls his eyes. He's getting into bed. He looks at Mink and is like, first addiction.
You might as well make out with Teddy if you want to get like a crumb of pie.
Oh
Teddy,
no.
you have crumbs of pie?
Yeah, there's probably
your
some
mouth?
stuck in his teeth.
Ew.
Mink gets in bed. There's no pie, Marty.
Do you have any crumbs in your pockets, Teddy?
I don't. Let me check.
You do not have any crumbs of pie. The pies are delicious and the pastry is flaky, but their structural integrity is absolutely incredible in that they don't leave crumbs behind.
Magic
Wild.
pies, what can
Never
we
met a
say?
A crumb of
Yeah.
crust from a trash bucket is no pie.
Mhm.
It's no
Yeah. Someone write that down.
I wrote it
Okay.
down all right.
You've got
Mink,
it.
do you
You've got
actually
it.
think you can sleep okay without pie tonight?
No, I don't, Marty, but I don't see an option here unless you want to go back
The
to
trash
Barovia.
bucket!
Okay.
I
Again,
stopped
muffled under
responding.
blankets. Can you all decide what you're going to do about this more quietly? Because some of us aren't hooked on pie that you were warned about.
Mink stops responding to Marty and just, like a good older sibling, lays there in bed acting like they're asleep.
Okay.
I
Very
wonder if
good.
there's a tarot card for trash bucket. You pulled the trash bucket card.
As you say this, Robo is going to, like, wander over and shake.
Wait a second. Fucking hell.
Maybe this is what.
Gotta
Yeah,
give Galway a deck.
we're in bed. What does Mari pull?
The
from
traitor.
Gorilla?
The
Traitor.
traitor.
Yeah.
Traitor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But upside down, right?
I don't
That
know.
like
means
that.
something.
It can be upside down if you want it to be.
In tarot, it's a thing if it's pulled.
I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
I don't think
but I don't know
Toroka
if it
takes
is in trap.
inverted as a.
I see.
No. Also, Graboa Tarocca certainly doesn't.
It's actually sideways.
Yeah.
Mari
yeah,
will
but you don't know
stare
what that
in
means
disgust
because you haven't
at-
had your translation cheat sheet yet. So
Cliff's notes.
Mari
Yeah.
will stare in disgust at Mink and Teddy like they're the ones being unreasonable and finally get into bed.
Teddy dreams about well, in addition to the song, whatever you're going to share with us, Teddy
Yeah.
dreams about the next pie he gets is going to be a
Mm,
steak and egg
Good,
pie.
good dream.
Steak and
He
egg?
really-
Fuck you.
Yeah, I think Teddy would like a breakfast pie.
All right.
I think Elise would
All
like
right.
a breakfast pie. That sounds great.
It's like a quiche.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a quiche. So steak and egg pie could be a thing. Steak and ale pie is like it's like I
Oh my
I
God.
can't
Okay.
emphasize
Tell us
this
the
enough.
song,
Not just
Debbie.
the soup.
I've put it in the
Soup.
chat channel so you can have it for your reference. I would just like to say, Teddy, if you would like to create a world in which a steak and egg pie is it, I look forward to being a player in that world. But in this world, steak and egg pie is not a thing.
But but
If we keep talking about pie, I'm gonna rage quit. Can we move the song?
I'm sorry, I
Wait.
love you.
But can we roll to see if Teddy has a dream about a steak and egg pie? Then he could invent it. I won't even
Okay.
say that I get to control the dreams Teddy has, but each time we sleep, if I roll a d20 and get like either a 19 or a 20, then Teddy
Uh-huh.
dreams of a steak and egg pie, and then
Okay.
it can exist in your world.
Okay, sure.
Deal?
And if you roll a 1, Teddy has a stroke and dies.
No!
No,
do
no,
not
no,
fuck with me, Debbie, because I am tempted to say
don't
yes.
No,
Do it.
Debbie. If it's a
Do
1,
it.
he forgets about the existence of steak or eggs. The concepts
better.
are entirely
Goys is
gone
better.
from
Goys is
his
better.
mind.
Yeah, roll.
That's
Roll, Adam. That's better.
Okay. All right.
Yes, because you
19
having had a stroke will force us to kill you and find someone with true resurrection.
Oh my god. Well, that's how we get Teddy back again.
I rolled an
Nothing.
8.
Well, neither of the things happened.
All right. We'll
Okay,
see you tomorrow
We'll wait
night.
till next time.
All right. So where's this fucking song?
Jesus. Wow.
That's some energy.
Like I told you, dial down 10%. Okay. Okay. So, God, DMing people, keeping secrets is really hard. Okay. So, does someone want to read the song lyrics that I've put in the chat? Because I don't want to sing them.
Oh my god, let's popcorn it like we're in elementary school.
I don't know what that means. What is this American thing?
You say like, Elise, you start, and then at the end of the first paragraph, I popcorn to Adam, and then Adam reads the next paragraph.
Okay, do that then. Elise, you start this horrendous American tradition.
Okay. Rika is watching, by the way. The dog is up close and personal to watch the proceedings of this.
What a hero.
Where is my lady? High on the hill, dead on her feet, but tireless still. A dress of hide and a crown of bone, and where she walks alone. Lena.
My lady watches for the weather. She knows the road and where it winds. She knows the stars and those they tether, all beginnings and all ends. Galway.
My lady is true, but far from kind. Keep your word and keep your mind. Whispered words and silken thread will bind the swift and raise the dead. Adam.
Do not tell me what is written in the clouds and changing sky, in the birds and how they fly. Do not tell me what fate whispers, hidden sorrows set in stone. Do not tell me, middle sister, let the future stay unknown.
All right. So, you go to sleep, and Diota, the song plays like in your dreams, but your dreams are normal, not threatening, not scary, not amazing, just fine. You sleep fine. Adam, you have an incredible night's sleep with the song playing, and no steak or egg related dream shenanigans, but some lovely, lovely dreams. And other folks who have previously eaten pie but did not manage to get pie last night, please take 1 level of exhaustion.
Yike.
And I would like to ask you to make me a con saving throw. Bam. Oh,
Bam.
okay.
It's a 19 for
5.
Mink.
Okay, so Mink, you feel pretty good. And you realize that, okay, so there is some awful magic and you do want to eat pie, but you realize, like, after a few days, this is going to work its way out of your system. And what you've got to do is basically wake up every morning and think, I can get through this. And if you want to request the support of your player teammates, they can give you advantage. So if you get up in the morning and like you can, I don't know, however that would look for Mink in terms of asking for their help, and Marie, if Mink tells you this, like, you can get the same feeling, like you've got to every morning pass a con saving throw to be like, nah, I'm not interested in pie anymore, that's cool. But interestingly, Mink, you get up and you feel good and you feel like you could get it out of your system, but then as you kind of get ready to go and you put your hand in your pocket, you come out with a wax paper with half a pie in it.
Okay.
So you have pie for tonight.
Can I immediately, while I'm holding on to this feeling of like I can get through this, if I ask for my friends for help, go to Diota and just, this was in my pocket, please take it away from me?
You
Yeah,
absolutely can do that.
Diota's gonna sort of. Well, that's disquieting.
It's
I
Checks it
love
up.
mornings. Is that pie?
Chucks it on the ground and immediately will just repeatedly acid splash it.
Dieta!
The pie
Mar-
is
Marty,
I
listen to
haven't
me.
had breakfast yet.
Marty, we can get through this if we just, you gotta ask for help, you gotta power through, but it's gonna take a few days.
Power through what? I just want some pie.
That.
Yeah,
It's just pie.
you know that it's not. You've been
It
told by
hasn't done
multiple
anything
people.
to us. Like, what negative repercussions are we having from really craving pie?
Permanently really craving pie?
I mean,
not
if I
something
eat pie, then I'll be fine. I won't crave it
Also,
anymore.
I
I'll
don't know
feel
about
good.
you, but I kind of feel like shit. Do you kind of feel like shit?
Yeah, because I need pie, Mink.
And if we power through, we won't need pie to not feel like shit.
But if I just eat the pie, I'll feel good.
Okay, you know what? I'm not arguing with you then. I tried my best. Good luck.
I'm
Okay.
gonna kind of fish at the pie that's acid covered and see if it's still
It
okay to
is
eat.
Just acid.
If you touch it, you're going to take an acid damage.
I'll poke
Especially
it
like
and then not touch it again.
Cholula. Hot
Yeah,
sauce
right? It's just hot sauce.
on
It's
pie.
Cholula that melted through multiple people we fought's face.
All right,
Oh,
friends.
right.
We are. Oh, we're going to roll for the weather, and then we're going to take a break. Where is the table for the
Sorry.
weather?
The way that you cut that, it made me think of Welcome to Night Vale. Going to break
yeah.
it, and now
And it's just
the
music.
weather.
And now the weather. Would somebody like to roll a d20 for the weather, please?
I feel like the last time I rolled for the weather, it was real bad, so someone else has to do it.
Sure, I can. D20?
Oh, I
Lena.
just rolled. Sorry.
Lena.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good. Take always.
Oh.
I rolled a one.
I was just thinking, I'm like, I haven't rolled a die yet this session, so.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's sad. Lena's natural one does not count for anything. Okay, so Barovia is normally kind of like grey, and you know, it's often raining. Sometimes it's raining heavily. Sometimes there's just clouds, dim light. You know, it's not very pleasant. Today, it's what many of you probably have a feeling the weather is like in England all the time, which is that kind of light cloud, dim light, and drizzle. So it's that very fine rain that is unpleasant, but doesn't give you any other negative effects to your travel. It doesn't slow you down. It doesn't mess you up. There's no risk of lightning strikes, but it is damp. So
Everything's just
enjoy
very
that.
moist.
Everything is
Right.
moist.
Because I was excited that it was morning and I wanted pie. Do I get a good boy card? That's my thing. I'm chipper as fuck in the mornings.
Yes, you're chipper as
Cool.
fuck in the morning.
I
And
have-
Mink, you said something about going into the bedrolls and not being happy about it, so you can have a good boy card as well.
I had to demand extra blankets so I could wrap my head to get it to be sufficiently dark.
Dark, get a good boy card. Adam, you're handsome. Would you like a good boy card? Adam's like, fuck
Really?
yes, I would.
That's not fair. I struggle so hard to get good boy cards, and you're gonna give Adam good boy cards because they're cute.
Yeah, 100%.
Pretty cuter, at
When-
least. No,
When
that's
do
not nice.
I
You're
get
so
a
cute,
cute
at
good boy
least.
card?
Oh, okay, at least you can have a good boy card for being cute.
Are we all? Oh,
I see
okay.
what's happened here.
Wait, is my thing? Is technically I can
I'm
come up with a
doing
real reason. So
Yeah, come up with a real reason.
maybe the were there flies around the trash bucket when it came around?
Yes.
But Teddy like put the wrapper in just to make the lady go away with the trash bucket.
Oh, and that's why we lost the wax paper wrapper that may have had some remnants of pie on it. Very good. Okay, there we go. So no cute good boy cards, only real reason good boy cards.
I
in
already
this
did a
very
cute one.
serious.
Elise,
Sorry.
you can have a
Okay,
cute
Elise gets one
one.
for being cute.
You're
Okay.
cuter than me anyway, but I had to
No,
just.
That's
it's not
you.
a competition. You can both be cute. Shut
We're
your
both
faces.
cute.
Also, I would like to give one to Graboa for being the magic 8
I
ball.
don't think
that we all
Graboa
like.
gets good boy cards. No, why have I
They do
argued
now.
with this?
I was
Yes,
like,
Graboa gets
why
good boy
are you
cards.
saying this?
They're
They
in
do now.
Galway's hands, not Dioda's. So I think it makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah. Also, Blue Joy 127, you may have a good boy card. I shall draw one for you. Let's see what it says.
Oh god, that's actually really good. The chat should
Put that
have a
in
good
someone's
boy
card.
card.
Oh.
Chat
Chad
should.
has a good boy card.
Oh, I've drawn two.
Ooh.
Hang on. Let's get rid of that one. What's this one? Let me zoom in. I can't see it. Oh, this. Right tool for the job. You coincidentally have the exact tool required to complete a task. Oh, that is a good one. The DM may still require a roll, and the tool will break after being used. Okay.
I like how there's a good boy card that's just have an artificer in the party.
Yeah, yeah, but
That's
it's
literally
one
one of the
use.
things I can do. It's just like
It's a
10
one
minutes.
use.
I have a tool.
Okay. I don't know. Wait, if I take this card, oh, how am I going to remember that it's Chat's good boy card?
You have notes that you write notes in, Debbie?
Yeah, I do.
Well, just make a
Okay.
character sheet
You
for
could-
chat or something.
you could
and
also-
just
It's in
jot
my
down what they
deck.
have.
You could
Yeah.
also
It's-
give it to me and I can note it down because I'm the screen that shares. So it'll be easiest for me to like show chat their cards.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Although, yeah, give it to me for now, and what I might do is I'll make a character sheet for chat, and I'll put it under my control so I can do the same thing. At least that's a good idea.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I can,
Well,
I
let's
can
sort that
do
out when we're on break.
Yeah.
But for the moment, it's in my hand. So, Chat, I've got your card, and it's a good boy card. Yeah. All right. So we're going to take a break right here. I'm going to feed Kenneth, and I reckon that might make him go back to sleep. Is he going to get pie for dinner? Who knows?
Steak and
hopes.
Certainly not. Certainly
And
not.
now the weather.
And now the weather. It's drizzle. Okay, everybody, have a good 5 or 10 or 15 minute. Have a break.
Yeah.
And we'll see you back here shortly.
See y'all in a minute. if you put it on the
Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Before the break, we saw our futures, and they were great. They were fine. No problems at all. No kind of interpretation needed. But we do have Graboa, who now can do Tarokka readings whenever they want, just by shaking themselves. So that's pretty good. We have awoken this morning, some of us feeling a little bit worse for wear, having not been able to eat pie last night, but Teddy did manage to eat pie last night and had great dreams as a result. And the weather this morning is drizzly. So the sun in Barovia, such as it is, kind of shines weakly this morning. As everybody wakes up, the camp are up and about. They don't look like they're packing up any tents or getting ready to move, but they do look like they've kind of all gathered to see you off. And Grigory will approach you as you're kind of getting out of bed. Hello, friends! So you head out today to continue your adventure. Is there anything you need before you go?
Were we gonna try and get horses here?
Oh, that's a good idea.
That was technically why we came here, yes, I believe.
Could
Well,
we see about buying some horses from you?
here is good news. Madam Eva said that we are able to assist you, so we can give you very good rate on horses. Oh, you can buy horses and a cart if you prefer. So you want horses for riding or horses for carting?
Riding?
If we do riding, we're gonna have to buy a lot more horses, and we may not have the funds. If we do karting,
Well, I did say you would get very good deal. So
True.
So what is the deal?
How many gold have you got? I believe
don't
your
think-
DM asked you this question like several weeks ago in order to prepare for this.
Okay, well, to the DM, I will answer honestly, but we know better than to tell someone who we're bargaining with
yeah,
outright.
it's not how you haggle. So I have 2 gold pieces in my inventory. I don't think I was tracking any of the like
Gold.
treasure stuff. Who was?
Me.
Do I?
Okay.
Next time we level up, I think I'll have 2nd level spells, so I'll have Find Steed.
Okay. So you don't need a horse.
But if we're gonna is Mint gonna trot along the horses
you
today?
can
Like, we can sell the horse when we get to, and then I can.
I'm
summon
pretty
the steed.
lightweight. I think a horse can carry you and me together.
No.
I'm very lightweight.
I'm 300 pounds.
Exactly.
It sums
So-
to a whole person.
I have
Large person. Because
I have
apparently
strong
I'm
feelings
I'm
about
actually
the amount of
200
weight
pounds.
that a horse should carry in real life as someone
What
that
if it's a
rides
large
horses.
horse? Can a large horse
mhm.
carry 500 pounds?
And I have selected mounts for each of you that can carry the weight that you are. Like
Okay.
the Vistani would have done.
I have 35 gold pieces.
Okay.
I have
I have
10
2.
gold pieces.
Okay.
I also do have some of the potions that I've made, which might be
Oh,
interesting to them.
Tradable. Okay.
And did we have treasure and stuff also?
Yes, we have 947 gold pieces worth of treasure.
Okay, but we're not. That's not.
Also,
no,
also
no,
3
too much money.
Also 3 chunks of tiefling.
Oh.
Uh,
The Vistani don't want new tiefling chunks, but okay.
sorry, no, not even tiefling chunks. Chunk O potential tieflings.
Yeah,
And Irina can definitely pay for her own horse.
she's well off.
100%.
She's well
100%. Yeah. Irina is already talking to Grigory, and she's picked out a really nice dapple grey horse. She's already sorting it. She's handing over the money. No big deal. The horse is saddled. She's
How
ready
much
to go.
money is she handing over?
It looks like she's handing over 100 gold.
Oh, geez, no.
Ugh. I only have 5 gold. How did that happen?
Yeah,
I've only
okay,
got 2.
so,
I think we haven't been
I'm
distributing things.
I'll talk to Gregory and I'll be like, so if we were each to have a horse as opposed to going for a cart,
Yeah.
what kind of rate are we talking about per horse?
Well, I did say Madame Eva was going to do a good deal, and she just gave me 100 gold. So if the rest of you can give me 50 gold, you can have 4 more horses.
Just flat, 50
50
gold, not 50 gold per horse?
No, 50 gold flat. Like 12
Oh,
and
yeah.
a bit gold per horse. The maths is too hard. It's early. I have a hangover.
Yeah, easy. I can help spot somebody if you don't have enough.
That's good. I'm completely broke.
Deception check.
Okay, I have 2 gold coins.
It's not completely broke.
I was
Completely broke is no
mostly
money.
being hyperbolic.
But maybe you'll get
But-
us an extra good deal if you pass this deception
15.
check well.
Oh, okay, yeah. She's completely broke, Mink.
I wasn't trying to lie to me.
Okay, I count out my 12 and a half or whatever for me. And then I count out 10 more and I say, is this
Yeah.
gonna get you to what you need?
Yeah, I can chip in my 2. I have rations. I'll be okay.
I'm gonna hand over. I'm gonna hold up the moss agates that we'd found. Would these be acceptable in place of actual coinage?
Did I tell you how much the moss agates were worth,
Yeah.
Galway?
Yeah, 10 GP apiece.
Oh, and how many did you have?
3. I didn't mean for like the total. I even just meant like were they fine with barter?
Oh, yes. Yes, trade is fine. If you have any other goods rather than gold, we will consider. These are worth 10 gold each, your little stones.
And
So
that should help cover Teddy, because Teddy only
I'll
has
hand
5
over
gold.
2 of
Perfect.
those.
So that is, so far, now you're making Debbie do maths. Let me open up a calculator.
Well, I'm just sort of counting.
We're at
If-
42.
I was gonna say if Elise and Lena sort of took care of their side of the party, and then if I take care of Teddy and I's side of the party between us, so
Okay.
that would be
That's not,
Hmm?
We're at 40. Sorry, we're at 45 because Lena and I both paid the full 12 and a half,
yeah,
right?
that's what I was
Lena only
thinking.
paid 12, not 12 and a half.
I don't have a half, yeah.
So you're
Okay.
at
I
full
literally
4
only
and a
have 2
half.
gold pieces.
I will take back my 5 silver and give 1 more gold piece to get us to that. So we're at 25
Okay.
between me and Lena.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so then we need another 25. So I will give 2 of the moss agates, and Teddy, if you have 2 gold, and then I'll put in
Sure.
3 gold.
Okay.
So I'll cover his half. I'll
This
also
is your 50 gold.
I will also hand over the sticky sleepy potion as a bonus.
Oh. What is this? It's for drinking?
No. If you throw this on the ground, it will impair the movement of those you might be trying to get away from, and also possibly put them to sleep.
Oh.
For your hospitality.
Okay. Okay. How about this? We'll give you also good saddles for while you ride.
That would be excellent.
Wait, were they just going to give us horses without saddles?
No, they had basic saddles, but you're getting
Okay.
military saddles, which
getting
gives you
nice stuff.
advantage to saves and attacks whilst you're riding.
Love that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You've got a really good deal here, friends, because they like you. Okay, so you will leave by the path you came, and we will see you again, I'm sure. Oh, do you need any of your weapons silvered?
Yes. Oh, that would be amazing. And I pull out a Morning Star, like 3
Clank,
javelins.
clank, 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 clank.
Anything
It is 100
Yeah,
gold.
I could use my other short. Oh,
It's 100.
I'm good.
gold.
I'm good.
Yeah. I cannot give you a deal on this because
Mechanically,
it
what
is just
does
the cost.
what does silvering do?
So,
Well, if you're fighting werewolves, it's real fucking good.
and it overcomes resistance to magic or resistance to non-magical damage from weapons in most cases. So like if something has resistance to piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing from non-magical
Right.
weapons, a silvered weapon overcomes that.
I mean, that would be amazing. I don't think I have 100 gold to spend on it. So
But we have party, and I think you need something like you're. I can use my psychic blades. You're like fully. Aside from your
theoretically
spells,
my
melee.
smites and stuff, but like the smites are kind of limited resource, especially at level 3. So
Yeah, I think we should
Am I
do at
not-
least one of your weapons.
What are my
Yeah, the Morning
two
Star for sure.
infusions on? One is on Graboa.
Link's armor.
one of them
And
is
your
on my
armor.
armor.
You get hit a lot. I think that's still worth having up as that.
My armor
Uh,
class is 19. I think we had actually talked about changing your infusion from my armor to my weapon to make it a magical weapon.
Yeah, which I can certainly do. Like I could have done that when we woke up.
You could have done that last night, right?
Yeah. So do we
So
want to
then
do that?
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's
Like-
good because that
I'm doing
That's
this.
just a
I'm doing
permanent
this to
effect.
buff you, so it's certainly up to you what buff you'd rather have.
But we could also, if you'd rather have the armor, we could pay. It's just
Silver
100.
weapon.
yeah.
Yeah, also true. Now the only other advantage is the magic weapon is an actual magic weapon that is +1 to
Right.
rolls and damage as well.
Yeah, so it's better than a silvered.
Let's do the infusion. I think that sounds good. And my armor class is so high. I mean, it's not, but it is, right? Like 18 is still really fucking good for a level 3 armor class. So
And I will get more
I-
infusions in the future. Also, my cat is attempting to break out. I'll be right back. So we can have changed that out.
Yeah.
I am not going to. I don't need anything silvered, obviously. I will say we can pretty easily do 100 gold if there is someone. I'm not meaning in like, oh yeah, it's nothing from our pool of money, but like we have a 75 and a 25, so we don't have to try to make change on this if we do want to silver someone's weapons. I sure as hell don't need that.
Eddie, Mari, do you want a silvered weapon? I think Diota set me up with, and I kind of heft my Morning Star.
I have the silvered short sword, and then I've also got psychic blades that I can pop out of my wrists, so I think I'm good.
Also, apologies. I need to step away for a moment longer, and then I'll be right back.
I mean, Teddy just has a quarterstaff. Quarterstaff can't be silvered. He also has. I mean, he has.
You could dip it in silver.
I just kind of have the top of it.
Kind of. Oh, would that? Yeah, would you do that to a quarterstaff?
Just dip both the ends in.
I don't know why I assumed that you couldn't. I also have the mace, but the mace probably is magical. Does Teddy get the sense that the mace is magical?
How would Teddy identify if the mace was magical?
Ask Diota.
I mean, but also like, do I have to pull up my fucking backstory document?
I'm so sorry.
Teddy, has spent time like the mace is meaningful to him.
Mm-hmm.
Teddy has like, you know, some background in magic and spells and stuff. So I don't know if he ever sat with it and tried to like attune to it or get a sense of its magical properties? Like, I don't know, like an Arcana check?
Yeah, you can roll an Arcana check, absolutely.
Okay, I need to get back to my core page. Oof. I'm not good at Arcana. Oh, I guess I am, because I got a crit hit.
Is that a natural
Nice.
20 -1?
Yeah, it is.
All right, you grab yourself a good boy card.
Nice.
Not what I meant to click.
Oh,
Not what I meant to click. Nobody read that.
I've hidden it. Don't worry.
I won't.
Thank you.
You're good. Okay. So with your natural 20, as you're sat kind of almost communing with your mace, let's say, you feel like this weapon is not at the moment magical, but you also feel like it has a strong magic potentiality within it, like it's been shut away. And it feels like it's trying to connect with you, but it can't. And so right now, it is officially not a magical weapon, but you feel like there's something you could do or something that could happen that might change that. Okay?
Something other than like the
Just
D&D,
hanging out,
like,
just a tuning to it. Yeah.
the mechanic
There's
of it tuning isn't
some
enough.
kind of story thing, maybe some character development.
Does
I don't
he need to die again?
know. We'll see
Close
what
Teddy
Adam
down,
rolls on
okay.
his next pie roll.
Yeah.
If
He needs
you
to
feel
forget
like
steak
if
and
a
eggs.
steak and egg pie was invented, this mace would just self-destruct.
Oof.
Huh.
I'm joking.
Cool.
Helpful?
Well, yes. Teddy certainly doesn't want to like fuck with the mace, but if we're talking about, but wait, isn't a quarterstaff already a magical? Is a quarterstaff a magical weapon?
No, it's just big
It's a
stick.
stick.
Jink.
I mean, if we have money to silver my quarterstaff, then I would
Yeah.
totally do that.
I'm in favor of that.
Yeah.
It's like saying that Gandalf's staff isn't magical. Come on.
I don't think it is
A
on its
wizard
own, is
staff
it?
versus a quarter staff, okay? Like
Like quarter of a staff. All right. Well, I need to get 4 quarter staffs, so I'm getting full staff.
Yeah.
It doesn't
That's-
refer to the
that's
staff,
exactly
it
the
refers to the grip. It kills me inside every time.
Okay.
Debbie, Lancelot can ride on my horse with me, right?
Lancelot can run alongside you faster than your horses can run.
Well, that's
Link-
wild, but okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Good.
like a Minecraft dog.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly
play
like that.
Boop, boop.
And if you make him sit, he'll just stay where he is.
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
Okay.
Whoop.
Good.
Shuffle,
Good
shuffle,
to
shuffle.
know.
Yeah.
Boop.
Yeah. But like none of the horses are freaked out by him. He's been a good boy.
Yeah, he's a baby.
His best boy.
What do our horses tell us about our horses? Well, I guess we can pay and finish the silvering process here.
Yeah, done. Okay. So Diota, you have to pay your 100 gold in your
Yeah.
items that you'd already identified. Teddy, you've got a quarterstaff that either end has been dipped crudely in silver, molten silver for you. So it's now like if you held it in the middle like that, it has like a slightly bulbous end, either end of silver, and it runs like some way down the shaft. So like if you smack anything with it or bop anything with it, they're going to cop an extra bit of silver damage.
Why did it have to be crudely silvered?
Because they
'Cause it
did it in a
looks cooler
hurry
that
this
way.
morning.
Ugh. And so do I have to adjust? Is there some adjustment I have to make to the Like the damage in Roll20?
It doesn't affect the damage or anything. You can just, I would just change the name to like silvered quarterstaff.
Silvered
So
quarterstaff.
that we
Yes.
know. So that we
Just so
remember.
that we
Yeah.
have it and we don't have to be like, wait, which one was?
So when you're fighting werewolves in like 5 minutes, we'll know that you're fine.
5 minutes.
Time is meaningless.
Lunchtime, doubly so.
See, you can do a British accent.
All right, talking about.
You did this, Debbie.
I know. The best thing was yesterday I asked everyone to do a British accent, and Adam did that for about 30 seconds, and I'm pretty sure I just died. I just left my body. Anyway.
I have adjusted
So
the
Grigory's-
inventory. So
Thanks, Goy. So Grigory's gonna like mount you up on your horses and get you all set, and it looks like the whole camp has turned out to set you off down the road, and away you go.
now tell
They're
us about
waiting.
our horses.
Yes.
Okay. What would you like to know about each of your horses?
Give us a description and personality per horse.
Okay.
Go. You don't have to do
All
that.
right. No, I can do this. I'm a horse girl. This is easy.
This is easy street.
This is like fun for me. Don't even worry about it. Okay, so Mink, you're up first. You get to name your horse, and I'll let you name your horse after I describe them to you in case that affects what you want to name them. So, your horse is like a real stocky build, which is necessary for them to carry you. Like, they're not as tall as a Clydesdale, but they're like that kind of similar chunky build. They are, it's kind of the color to any other horse folk out there, they're like a dappled blue roan. So the dark patches on them are like blue gray, but there are like flecks of white hair, and it looks like someone's kind of thrown paint on them. That's the kind of pattern that you're seeing. So like some of their hair is this dark blue gray, and some of their hair is white, and everywhere in between kind of fleckled. And
There's
they have
literally
hairy...
a horse in Zelda that looks like this. It's blue
Yes.
gray and it's covered in white spots.
Beautiful. They have heavy white feathering on their legs. They have like a gorgeous long fluffy mane and tail, and they have like a plain white stripe down the front of their face and like a soft little pink nose. And if you let them, this horse will constantly be like rubbing their little pink nose up against you and like snuffling in a saddlebag looking for a treat or a snack. They are quiet and patient and gentle and just like stoic, reliable. Like, they're not going to spook at anything. They're not going to be dramatic. They're not going to be frightened. They're just old, reliable.
Okay, love it. Thank you.
Have you named your horse?
I'm thinking about it. Give other people their
Wow, you can't just do that off the top of your head like I just did?
All right, horse girl, move on.
All right, Teddy's horse is a buckskin. So it's got like a beige dun colored body with black knees and a black mane and tail. Similar built to Mink's, but not quite as heavy. So slightly lighter bone, slightly lighter set than Mink's, but similar fluffy mane and tail and heavy white feathering on the legs. And a black nose and black ears, which is pretty classic for the coloring. And your horse, Teddy, is like a bit more highly strung than Mink's, but is in no way like a runaway kind of dangerous racehorse or anything, but just is like always keen to get going. So doesn't like standing still, kind of like will jig about when you tie them up for the night. Is quite happy to like be at the front or even be at the back, but they'll be kind of trotting rather than walking, because they just seem excitable. And you think maybe that they're just young, and they've got just a boundless energy and enthusiasm for everything that's going on.
And it's a buckskin?
That's yep, that
Is
kind
that-
of the body color in the mane is known as a buckskin, all one word.
BUCK.
Mm-hmm.
Skil. Alright,
Correct.
cool.
Debbie has given us pictures of all the horses, and they are beautiful, and I love them. And the horses are going to be safe and fine, right, Debbie? Because you're a horse girl. So whatever happens to
100%.
us, the horses will be okay.
100%.
Okay, good. Thank
Harm
you.
to animals, red.
Who do you think she is? Andy?
Yeah, right? Andy delights in killing mounts. That's not fair. Andy doesn't do it
Delights
on
is
purpose.
strong.
Andy just
Delights
doesn't go
is
out of the
strong.
way to not kill them.
There's a reason that I spent an entire feat to end up with an immortal horse.
Okay.
What about Diota's horse?
I did not. Hang on. I'm just multitasking. I pinned it, Elise. Okay, Diota's horse is black, which is rare.
Stop.
It's actually very rare for a horse to be fully black. Most horses that you think are black are very dark brown, just for the record. It doesn't have any white markings, no white socks, and it is much taller and finer bone than either Mink or Teddy's mounts. Maybe not much taller, but like about that. How far is that? Like 4 inches taller than Teddy or Mink's mounts. And Diota's horse is flighty, I think would be a good way to describe it. Like if there's a rustling in the underbrush, or like a mouse goes across in front of the path, Diota's horse is going to let you know about it by leaping several feet one way or the other, or straight up in the air. They're a pretty good kind of like alert system to any shenanigans going on. That does mean that Diota has a slightly less relaxing time riding because they're essentially sat on a box of frogs. But so be it. But they're not a bad horse. They're just coiled tight. Okay. Any questions, Galway?
Don't think so.
And last, but by no means least, Murray, your horse is the color, the brown and white kind of paint splotch look, is like a skewbald. That's what it's called. So it's like a reddish brown with patches of white. It's got a fully white face, and different kind of patterning all over it. And it is not as tall as Diota's horse and not as chunky as Mink or Teddy's horses. And is, in terms of what it's like when you're out, you know, like kind of when you mount up and you go riding, like you get the feeling that the horse is not immediately in partnership with you. It's not that the horse isn't listening to you. It's almost like the horse has their own idea of what they want to be doing. And you will give them instructions and they will choose whether or not they follow the instructions. So they may or may not occasionally go off in different directions to everyone else. And at night, like you'll see like the other 3 horses will kind of be grazing together and your horse will be off by itself, doing its own thing. Read into that what you will.
It's strong-willed.
Is my horse a girl or a boy horse?
You choose. Any of these choices you can choose. The boy horses will be gelded. They will not be intact, so you won't have to deal with any potential baby horses.
Good. Okay, my horse is going to be a boy horse, and he's going to be named Dalgona, like the coffee. Is that how you say that? I think it is, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Can you spell it?
Dalgona, yeah. No. Yes. And I love him.
Yeah, good.
I have a horse
Alright.
and a dog. This is the best campaign ever.
That are invincible. That's the real key here.
Fabulous. Yeah.
Has anyone else chosen a name for their horses?
Raikat for mine.
I thought you would go with Shadow Galway, but that's great. Can you spell that for me at your convenience?
Raycaat.
And have you chosen a sex for your horse?
Goes and rolls a die. Female.
Lovely. Teddy or Mink?
I have not chosen a name yet.
Fluffy.
For now, Mink just calls the horse for now. Well, he attempts to think of a good name.
All right. Teddy? You can call it
Um,
Horse too if you like.
Let's call him Trip
Grip.
with
Love
2
it.
P's.
2 P's.
Pants? They're like the
I had a good friend in college named Trip with 2 P's.
All right. Did they have a mane as that?
No, just a normal,
Normal
haircut.
head of human hair. Ah, boring. Okay, good. Well, I appreciate all of you for allowing me to horse girl out exceptionally well there. Where were we?
I think we're setting off towards Valakai or wherever.
Oh yeah. Also, as you go through your packs in the morning, you each have a healing potion.
Aw.
Wow,
Yeah.
putting it on my list.
Somebody just put
So-
something in our packs without asking us.
Nothing is missing. Let's say it was like tied to the outside by a piece of string. Nobody's been
Okay.
in your stuff. They just gave you a secret surprise gift. You
I see mine and I'm like,
suspicious
oh.
madam. And Grigory's like, all right.
Teddy will approach Grigory before we leave.
Hello,
Yes,
friend.
Okay, it's fine. We're leaving. So
Do you have a hangover too?
maybe. You said when we first arrived, when you first met me, you said that part of me belongs here and a part of me doesn't.
Mm.
You wouldn't happen to know which part is which, do you?
Well, friend, I feel like you know the answer to that. You came to Barovia a certain way, and you have gained a certain thing since you've been here? Like some particular features or abilities?
Scales.
Thanks, Mara. Mari. Well, Mara, who's the name of my Pegasus. Back home. Yeah, but my father has nothing to do with here.
Silver Dragon Daddy. Put that in my notes.
There's a dragon here.
I feel, friend, like maybe wait to see, like how things go.
No, I'll
And
just
if you
make
learn
an
any more
assumption.
things.
I'll
Yeah.
just
Oh, yeah.
say-
That's fine too. It's great. To assume makes an ass of you and me, but no problem.
Oh, that's clever. Assume. ASSUME.
Okay.
Good, huh? My dad told me that.
Mink is just like saddling up, like, please. Can we get on the road?
I guess it just doesn't make, yeah. Yeah, Teddy just doesn't really understand the connection yet. It's confusing for him.
Yeah.
All right. Do you ever like, just before I go, do you ever like turn it off?
No, this is who I am 100% of the time.
Okay. All right.
I am
well,
authentic Grigory.
all right. Bye.
Yeah, okay, friend. Bye. See you again. Miss you already.
Okay, well.
And he stands there like the whole time you're riding away, just waving until you can't see them anymore. Like he does not stop waving.
Mink isn't paying any attention to this. On the road again, immediately much tenser, much like just the shoulders are tight, the eyes are scanning everything.
Yota's horse is similarly tight.
Yeah.
A puddle.
Yeah, a bird kind
Yeah.
of thing. Yes.
Okay, so you follow the path out the way you came into the Vistani encampment. And oh, Rika. Yeah.
She's mad about something.
And the whole camp has turned out to see you off. The only person waving is Grigory. The rest of them just solemnly watch you ride away. And as you leave the safety and warmth of the camp, although you feel recharged and re-innovated, right? Like as you described, Mink, kind of you feel the weight of the journey ahead of you, and the watchfulness returns to you're out on the road, and you know how dangerous that is. Is there anything you guys would like to discuss whilst you're en route?
We didn't really discuss the fortune at all, the group fortune.
No, you didn't.
So we talked about, so Eva brought up a nest of ravens, Dragon's house. I'm going off of locations. A small castle beneath a mountain. A lot of places that the.
So we have specific locations for where the ally could be. Just there's lots of them. The house.
So do any of these that we haven't heard of ring any bells to me? So
the House of the Dragon
we know
is Argon Vostholt, presumably.
Probably that would make sense. What about the small castle beneath the mountain? And have I heard anything about like Raven's Nest being special?
You can roll a history check.
Is this for both of them or separate ones?
No, just one. You can roll a history check for one, and you can tell me which one it is.
I shouldn't have rolled first. The small castle beneath the mountain, because that seems much more like something I'd actually have heard of.
Okay. The only mountains you know of in Barovia are Mount Baratok to the north and Mount Gakis to the south.
So Mount what? Baratath?
Baratok. Baratok. Baratok.
And what's the one to the south?
Gakis. Ghakis.
And have I heard anything about small castles with either of those, or amber giants?
Nope.
Okay.
How long is Linus camp? And
Blinking. Yeah.
now?
I just noticed it just now.
I just ignore it. My computer is not.
You're just solid green now.
Yeah, it's okay. My computer's not happy with external devices. It keeps also my mouse and keyboard keeps stopping working. I'm pretty sure it's because it needs me to clear up space on the computer. But anyway, we're just gonna this is fun, right?
No, this is gonna give me a headache.
I don't know what to do about that.
If you turn it off and on again, is that gonna help? That's my only IT support suggestion.
I'll try turning the camera off and on again. So see if that fixes it.
It's better for now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, great. Yeah, so you know of there are 2 mountains in Barovia, Mount Baratok, Mount Gakis, north and south, but you don't know of like any amber giants or any castles. The only castle you know of is Castle Ravenloft, which is to the east, where Strahd lives. So you don't
So
know.
hopefully not that one.
Yeah. Yeah, but the fortune said like a small castle, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. So
wrote it down
and
for you
Ravenloft is
verbatim.
not small. Ravenloft is big. So you feel like it's not Castle Ravenloft.
Okay.
That's good news.
We know that we already have a direction we're going. We know that the St. Markovia Abbey is likely to have a place where we can stow Irina away for safekeeping, where we can possibly run into this ally that we're supposed to find. I think we have. There was another reason we wanted to go to the Abbey, maybe. It
Yeah.
had something to do with a library or information that we could find
Yes.
there.
Yes.
So I think this makes the most sense as in terms of leads for us to follow up on now. Like we have too many things to choose from, so
Oh yeah.
pick one and go, right? And this is what
I wasn't thinking we should divert or change. I'm just trying to make
Yeah.
sure we have kind of an idea of what these are.
What the options might be. So the one that was the dragon's house was the weapon. I don't remember what that was drawn about.
Hang on. Please. Oh, I can go back to it if you want.
That one is treasure lies in dragon's house. Once clean, now corrupted, and then
The
there's
treasure
Enhance
lies
what's clean.
in
a
a dragon's
powerful
house.
force.
In hands once clean and now corrupted, yeah. And it's a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. That's at the dragon's house.
Okay.
The weapon that you were told about, a sword of sunlight, is in the small castle beneath the mountain,
Okay. I just got
guarded
those
by
flags.
amber giants. No, you're good. And the knowledge of the enemy is in the nest of ravens.
Interesting.
And
And there's one
So
who
maybe
will
we should
help
stop
us.
killing ravens for now. Just thinking.
If that's what you want, Mink, I just want you to be happy.
What?
Deception?
I'm not.
have we considered that she's multiple people?
Mari, are you okay? Like, do you need something?
I need some fucking pie.
Oh God. Okay.
Performance check? Like what? I don't even
I
know
think we're
what you
just-
need to be rolling.
We're just shooting the shit.
But there was also we also then somebody who will help us in the battle against darkness, which is at one of like 3 places. And then
St. Markovia's Abbey, the House of the Dragon, or the Wizard's Tower, yes. Depending which
Yeah.
one you get to first. They may or may not be at any of those places. Apparently
and then,
they
so
move
the
around
last
a lot.
one's really interesting because I thought our enemy was Strahd. But okay, so this is your enemy, a creature of darkness whose powers are beyond mortality, and this card will lead us to him. And the card is innocent, and then it's somebody who dwells with the one whose blood sealed his doom, a brother of light snuffed out too soon. And I don't fully know what to make of that.
That
Like, we know
is-
where Strahd is.
That sounds
I don't
like.
know.
Go on.
I think it's someone who lives with Strahd that they're pointing us to, right? There's an innocent there captive with Strahd. Somehow their fates are entwined, and this person will help us in some way.
Or
Okay.
alternately, because all of these were meant to be things that would help us defeat Strahd, yes? Maybe this is where we could find Strahd and have him be weaker or vulnerable in some way.
I think that last one is probably our vaguest
Yeah.
thing that more time, more context will help.
Yeah.
So I think
We can just keep it in the back of our mind.
And this feels
Madam
like
Ega
something
did
that
also... Sorry, go away, you go.
knowledge of our enemy, as pointed out in that other one, might help us interpret this one a lot more, because it certainly seems like
Yeah.
it's about Strahd, but we don't know that much about Strahd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Madam Eva did also tell you that that one would help you find Strahd, and that you were not ready for that yet. She
Yeah,
made that
right.
pretty clear. When you're ready,
like
which
this
is not
is-
now.
Yeah, somewhat ordinal in the sense of like, although we don't know what to
Yeah,
do
you
about the
think?
Nest of Ravens. Debbie,
Keep an eye out for some ravens, I guess.
you turn the sass down? Like, we are encountering this information for the first time today. Thank you.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sassy Sunday.
Yeah. So we are like, but the thing is, like, we don't have a clear sense of where to go to find a nest of ravens. So although that was presented to us first as like, here, get history, get information, that's going to have to be something that unfolds for us because we don't have clues pointing us to a nest of ravens. So
Correct. And I believe that Marie did ask to roll a history check about the mountains, and there was also potentially you wanted to do a history check about ravens.
Yeah, can I?
Yes.
Okay. Whew. I rolled a 7. Hold up. Let me see what good boy cards I have. I have something that can help with that. No.
I do.
Oh
Can
no,
I spend
yes.
it? Oh, go ahead.
I'll use thinking music. I recall one specific piece of lore relevant to the current situation.
Nice.
Give me one moment, please.
Okay.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Just talk on command.
Mhm.
So presumably the raven's nest doesn't just mean like there's a random raven's nest somewhere in a tree.
Oh, that's definitely how I was taking it, like as Rena.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, it could be like
that feels like that
people
would be kind of
called-
wild.
people called
Ravens,
the Ravens,
or
and they
like
call their home base the Raven's Nest, like bandits or something.
I mean, as long as it's
I'm
not
not
pointing
good
to
with
Ravenloft.
metaphors. Oh, right, that would suck.
The person who has the background
Ravenloft.
is in Ravenloft. Oh, good. Yep, that's what we're gonna start with. But yeah, maybe if there's a I don't know a faction. It said something right about like ancient enemy or something like that. Like this sounds like it wasn't just sort of a one-off necessarily person or something like that. Maybe it's a group.
Yeah, so it says it's history and knowledge of the enemy. And it's the card was the rogue, and then it's Nest of Ravens, there you will find a prize.
Thought that I might be crossing one of the other ones again.
I wrote things down pretty verbatim from what Debbie was saying, because I can type
Yep.
fast.
This card tells of history. Knowledge of the enemy will help you better understand the enemy. And rogue, I see a nest of ravens. There you will find the prize. It's pretty accurate. And as Diota was saying that you think that they think maybe it's some kind of faction. Murray, that kind of, as you're thinking over history and you're coming up completely blank. You're like, I've got nothing. I have no clues. I don't know where to go. I can't remember any history. As soon as Diota says, oh, it could be a faction, you know that there's like a secretive kind of like resistance that's worked against. You know nothing about them. They're so secretive, except that they are called the Keepers of the Feather. And that pops into your mind at that
And I know
moment.
literally nothing else about them. I don't know how to find them. I don't know where they operate. I don't know what they might look like, or even what they've done.
So they're opposed to Strahd, and that's basically it.
Okay. Okay, well, I'll share that with folks.
You remembered one piece of lore that was helpful to the situation, and it's the name the
Wait.
Keepers of the Feather.
Irina, do you know
Yo.
anything about the Keepers of the Feather?
What is up? The group that opposed Strahd as resistance?
Yes, them.
Let me roll a history check for you, my friend. Where is Irina's character sheet?
I mean, this seems right up her wheelhouse. Just straight
Doesn't it?
inside.
Irina, there she is.
People can just know things without history checks. This is the one thing about D&D that drives me a little bit insane. I'm like, what do I see? Apparently nothing, because I've got a blindfold on because I rolled a 1. Like, it's...
Yeah.
Oh, she's pretty. Is it wisdom or is it intelligence?
Intelligence.
Intelligence.
Well, it still would be a 17 anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I don't honestly know much. They operate Barovia wide, obviously with limited success. I think their main goal is to gather information and to try and keep the populace safe as best they can. And somehow they kind of always seem to know what's going on, like they've got eyes in many different places.
Diota's gonna stare at the sky.
And for a while, we thought maybe they were based out of our town in Barovia. And then for a while, we thought they might have been based out of Kresik. And then for a while, we thought Valakai. But I don't know. I'm sorry.
No, that's great. Thank you. Maybe the next time we see one of those BP ravens, we give it a signal instead of try and kill it.
What sort of signal would
That's
you
what
give
makes you happy, Mink.
What
Mari,
the shit is happening?
What the fuck? Mink is going to actually turn around and just be like, what's going on?
I just thought you wanted us to kill the birds. Self-disclose, but only a little. Not have any pie, but only sometimes.
Is
Is
this
she
about
having
the
a
fucking
stroke?
pie? Is this about the goddamn pie? What is Okay. Anyway, I guess we'll just try and send a signal. Maybe if we think that the ravens are the eyes and ears of these people that are trying to do a resistance and they can give us more information, maybe we can just be like, hey, if you see us in Valakai, give us a sign.
Or wherever. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Sounds good. And you feel like I'm just gonna remove that card. Yeah, everybody, you feel like Murray is really having a hard time having not had any pie. And that's probably why she's being a weirdo. Okay. Was there anything else you wanted to discuss whilst we're on this road? Because you were talking about your reading and kind of where you were going, and you've decided that you're not just going to shoot all of the ravens out of the sky.
Yeah, I guess I'll just keep looking for ravens, but this time without the intent to kill on sight.
Yeah,
I'll drop my horse.
Since you have killed a few birds in the last day or so, Mink, there are far fewer birds around you than there previously were.
Do birds talk to each other about that? I mean, maybe crows
100%.
do.
100%. Birds talk to each other about stuff. Have you ever seen that film by that dude about the birds?
Hitchcock, the one called Birds?
Sure.
The Birds?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay, but these are non-magical, normal-ass birds in Barovia, except for the ravens that we've been killing.
I don't think anything's normal in Barovia, but okay.
I've been trying to say that.
Checks out, dissociates on this horse. No longer cares to be part of it.
Mink checks out.
Mink's tired and also wants pie and is struggling internally with that. And and with many of his internal struggles, this one hurts too, and he's gonna check the fuck out. He's done.
You're done.
He's not looking
Valid.
for shit. He's just dissociated, and if we get ambushed, so be it.
So be it. Okay, well you won't,
While
because
we're
Diota's
going,
horse is a coiled spring, don't you worry.
And Diota is also looking out.
Diota's also a coiled spring. I'll drop back to talk to Teddy some. Hey, so weird fortunes last night, huh? Yeah?
I don't know. Mine tracked.
Oh, yeah? What was, like, how so?
Just, self judgment and doubt. What was the other one? Yeah, no, oh, I've got to give myself grace. Yeah, no, it's weird. Um, yeah, weird. What was yours again?
Let me scroll up. I don't know. It was weird too. It was just like about how I don't know what I want to do, and I'm
Oh yeah, because you were trained and you gotta like overcome your
yeah,
training or something. Were you
yeah.
raised to be like an assassin or something?
No, Teddy, but that's wild. But like, what did you do that was so bad? That
Incite
like,
that shit, Teddy.
Yeah. Like, can you make a deception check?
Well, it's
Or just-
weird because, well, I was making Teddy say it as a joke.
Mm.
So
The
I don't know
way
if-
that she said it, though, was just like any normal human being that heard that would be like, well, that's weird.
I'm not a human. I'm a dragonborn.
That's true. Okay. Never mind then. I guess Teddy's fine with it.
Teddy thinks he was making a joke, so he thinks
Oh.
that the wild was a response to like yeah.
but like, what is it like? What did you, if you want to talk about it, what do you need to? What did you do that was so bad? If it feels good to talk about it. I just know we've talked about, Mr. Slime and Mara.
Jeez, now Debbie, we had discussed something.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
I forget what we decided on in terms of like Teddy's memory of that. Why don't I remember? What do I not have that written down somewhere?
Hang on.
It was. I'm looking. Oh, yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, DM me if you have clarification to offer.
Sorry, I'm just going through notes.
I mean, I think if I recall, so I think Teddy. Oh yes. Sorry, I saw your DM.
You got it now.
We discuss. Sorry, this is gripping.
Absolutely incredible.
content.
Yeah.
Are you confused by your own backstory?
Why
Yes.
why does Adam's video feed now look like a 1990s CRT television?
I don't know, but I'm really here for it. Like, it's very nostalgic.
Mm-hmm.
I just like looked up and I was like, the hell happened there?
It's not flickering green.
Abby, does that ring a bell?
Yep.
But I forget the why and the how of it.
I'll give you the exact note that I was looking at, and I didn't want to give you this note because I didn't know whether it was something that like I'd come up with or we'd come up with, and I think it must have been something that we'd come up with for you to say what you just said.
Yeah.
Hang on.
This is beautiful.
I'm gonna name my horse Skunk.
Skunk? It's a great
I love
name.
it. Your horse is so fluffy and pretty.
So, okay. So based on this,
We've puzzled it out, guys!
Based on the
Based
latest
on-
reports.
based on all of
And now
this,
the weather.
All of this, which none of the rest of us know anything about.
no,
I just
Based on all
want
this
Teddy to have
nothing.
dissociated for this period of
What's-
time, just like Mink.
Mari's just patiently waiting.
Teddy's just gonna. Yeah, I don't know. That first card, she said that I worry that my past actions determine who I am, and that if my worst mistakes were known, my best deeds would not balance the scales.
Yeah.
But I don't think I have any particularly bad mistakes in my past. It's like normal ones. So I'm not sure what that means. So yeah,
I feel you.
weird.
I have normal ones too.
Yeah.
Very normal ones.
Normal
What,
people with normal mistakes in this party.
What are some of your normal mistakes?
Uh, I mean,
Those are normal noises.
I guess I wasn't there when my mom died. I wasn't with her. And that sucks. She was very sick, and I was doing my healing elsewhere. She died. Yeah, pretty normal stuff.
Yeah. I think we've all had to be in situations where I've had to make hard choices and haven't been able to be there for people sometimes. It's, it's hard. And sometimes bad things happen because of that. I feel you. And I think that's pretty normal. Yeah, normal mistakes.
Yeah.
I feel like Toyota is just looking between this conversation behind them and like Mink, who's narrowly avoided like just riding his horse into a tree. As he
I
just,
think several times it's been like branches just like brushing and me going,
just is like, I hate it here.
Are you talking about your sister? Was she somebody that you could have helped?
I don't think I could have. She wasn't home when it happened. When she died. She wasn't here. But, I mean, I don't know. Maybe if I had been... Oh, wait, no, she was here. I'm reading my backstory now. Yep. Yeah.
It's right. It can be hard to keep track.
Forget that I said that.
Honestly, like I have the
Mm.
excuse of having everything filtered through like years and years of weird haunted
Trauma
Yeah.
looping.
house loop.
Yeah, maybe I could have, I don't know. Yeah, she got really sick. And a lot of people got really sick. And maybe if I had
done more or paid more attention to the signs and the gibbering and, read the bones better, maybe I could have stopped it.
It's hard.
Yeah.
I had a brother who died too. I wasn't there for him either, but I do feel like maybe I'm still piecing together some of the memories from before I came here, because some things only come in flashes.
What happened with your brother? Do you remember?
I don't know, but I think this my mace was his. And when he died, he came to me. So I named it after him, actually. It's Rex.
Yeah. It's a good way to remember, even if you can't right now.
Yeah, maybe. So horses are cool.
Yeah. Can devolve into talk about horses while Mink rides into trees.
Yeah. Well, thankfully, Mink's horse, Skunk, is a very safe mount.
Mhm.
And even if you ride towards trees, you're not going to... They'll stop before you hit a tree or become unseated. They'll take care of you. Because they're a hero.
They're a hero.
Yeah.
I think it is like I mean, it's like a delayed kind of like ducking, right? Like feels the leaves and then we kind of ducks out of the way. Like
Yeah.
we're not fully not present in that way, but
Okay. I'm just trying to get you in the back of the book of Strahd is the Tarocca hint deck. And I'm trying to take a picture of it so that I can give it to all of you, so when Graboa shakes themselves, you have a clue what it is. But I'm having a difficult time doing it, so that might have to happen off stream.
that's
I don't have enough hands, seems to be the problem. So, okay. After about an hour of travel, you follow the dirt road as it clings to the side of a little kind of a hill as you're moving forwards, and ends before an arching bridge of mold encrusted stones that spans a natural chasm. Gargoyles cloaked in black moss perch on the corners of the bridge, their frowns weather-worn. On the mountainous side of the bridge, a waterfall spills into a misty pool nearly 1,000 feet below. The pool feeds a river that meanders into the fog-shrouded pines that blanket the valley. And that was the valley that you were just in. That's where Sare Pool is and where the Vistani camp is. So you kind of climbed up the side of this hill to get back out and through the forest and along to this bridge over Sare Falls. And even Diota's somewhat spooky horse is unspooked. So you feel like there's not any monsters lurking.
I feel like that's more suspicious.
You can feel free to roll perception checks if you like.
I mean, I don't think Mari would. I feel like that's more suspicious.
Okay.
I'm mostly trying to keep on the lookout for ravens at this point.
Okay, then yeah, give me a perception check.
And similarly, I'd probably be having Graboa and Lamdea try to help with that.
I will accept your advantage request.
Apparently, I closed my character sheet. Sorry.
You're good.
$22.
All right. With a 22, you see, like, flitting through the trees to one side of the path, a singular raven, and you're pretty sure that was the raven that you saw a couple times in the village of Barovia.
If I'm still sort of seeing it, like it's when you say like several times I see flitting, it's like spread over a period of time, not just like oh.
Yes.
So probably after like that series of them, I'm going to outfit Graboa with the as appropriate as I can make it to sort of the D&D world equivalent of a white flag and a piece of jerky
Okay.
to wave/offer to the raven the next time it's seen.
Okay. Is anyone else up to anything while we're at this point in the road?
Just a bridge.
I'll definitely take a look around, but I have disadvantage because I'm exhausted, and
Yeah, you do.
also I think this in particular, like Mink pulls up a hood, is very, very like shutting down. I would say like
You want double
I-
disadvantage?
I don't know if I want double disadvantage, but I do think that there's something here of like I just think I'll take a fail. Like, I think that it doesn't matter what I roll here. Mink fails this perception check. There is no
Okay.
world where Mink's passing this check.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll just say, like, I have failed a perception check to, like, we'll scan for danger things. I think to this think I would put on it, Debbie, is that, like, Mink feels like they are in extreme danger, period, and cannot discern between what is real of that and what is not real of that right now. Yeah.
Yeah, so you have that kind of like you're not really in your body, but you also have that like real anxiety of like bad shit is going on and I'm not
Yes.
not able to respond to it. Okay. Ugh, I hate that for you. All right. Cool. Well, you'll be pleased to know that I just rolled for a random encounter and you got nothing, so
So really, it's just a bridge.
really it's just a bridge. Okay, so you continue traveling on, and you do see the raven one more time, Agaway, and Graboa kind of like sets off, like not like aggressively towards it, but like you saw which tree it went into, and so Graboa starts to fly towards it, and the raven fucks all the way off. And like you do this a couple more times, and the raven kind of like is a little bit deeper in the forest the next time it happens, and Graboa goes closer, and Graboa comes back with the flag still intact, but the jerky's gone.
You hear progress. Or Diota has or Graboa has developed an appetite for flesh.
Hard to say. Hard to say. Graboa's card is currently showing warrior, if that helps you.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah. After about another hour or two of travel, you continue along the road. The forest and the fog are inescapable, and ahead of you the dirt road splits in two, kind of like roughly westwards and roughly eastwards. The east track is slightly wider. There you see patches of cobblestone, suggesting that the eastern branch was once an important thoroughfare. Irina spurs her horse and kind of sets off at a canter along the westward track and calls behind her that the path to the east goes to Castle Ravenloft.
I think Irina's got the right idea.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm not interested in going to Castle Ravenloft.
No. And shortly thereafter, you see another pair of armed guards flanking an open rusted gate that reminds you of the gates that you saw when you first entered Barovia. Just a few days ago, it seems, but before the misery of this place kind of sank into your bones. Before the death house, before you realized that you were trapped here when it was too late for the gate. Can everybody please roll me a perception check? Teddy, you're rolling with advantage.
I'm rolling with disadvantage because of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Anything from having Graboa and Lambdea also sort of on lookout?
Sure, you can have advantage.
I'm
as well,
also
then,
okay with
Corey.
saying they're mostly focused on Raven duty. So.
No, you can have advantage, Goy. That's fine.
He said pop out, not close. Jesus.
A natural.
Oh, nice.
That's 20.
20. All right, you didn't even need the advantage. Okay, so take your good boy card. And Teddy, your eyes catch something white, like deep in the forest, but you kind of blink and then maybe you lose sight of it, and then maybe like a shadow comes across it, and you're not entirely sure like what you saw, but Diota.
It says I cannot draw another good boy card because the deck is out of cards.
What? How is that possible? I thought it had infinite.
I think as we've, I don't know about infinite, but maybe as we've been drawing and discarding, they've been going into a discard pile and not the deck.
Oh yeah,
how
you
do I
might be
fix
able
that?
to pull in. You should be able to kind of
Recall like any cards that
Yeah.
aren't in hands.
You can
that
also.
aren't
I don't
in
know.
hand.
Yes.
If I click recall, is that going to mess up all of your hands?
It might. I have no idea.
Not sure.
I-
I've played
okay, so
with
I
cards
think you
before, but I
can
can't
hit
remember.
recall. Everyone note how many cards you have. Worst case scenario, we can always just
Well,
draw
I
back
have
up.
my cards noted down at least.
Just take
Well-
take a quick grab, like a screen grab of what cards you have, because
Yeah.
I can manufacture and get you your cards back after stream if we need to, if this messes it up.
Okay. I'm gonna just take a bunch of screenshots.
Just gonna. Can I just write down the names of them because you can find them by
Yep.
name? Is that
Yep,
okay?
that works too. That works absolutely fine.
Because it would be.
While you're doing that, we'll come back to your good boy card in a second. Deep in the forest, Diota, your angle must be better than Teddy's, and your horse, kind of flighty as they are, like beads onto whatever this is in the forest like immediately, and is staring in that direction. And you see with no shadow of the doubt a pure white, like perfectly white alicorn deep in the forest, like not moving, watching you. And then like 2-3 seconds after you spot it realizes that you've spotted it and it flees. Has everybody got their good boy cards noted?
Yes.
I just have to
All
write
right.
down 4 more. Hold on.
Oh no, sorry, Adam.
One.
Can we wrap after we figure out the good boy cards?
Yep.
I believe when you hit recall, it's going to show you a table, or not a table, but like a list of where all the cards are located. Like hand, deck, table, discard. And you can recall from a specific pile or piles. I think,
okay.
but I didn't want to count on that.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Are we ready? All right, okay. Yeah. Oh no, it said Okay. It says removed 20. That's not good.
Is there
All right,
something
I'm gonna
I can put them back in?
The other
There's
thing
not
you
a-
might be able to do is if you go into the deck under wherever the decks are located,
Yeah.
You might be able to set the good boy cards if you like click on it and then there's like edit. You can set it to infinite.
Okay. I will have to work this out.
Okay, let's just take a note that I'm owed a good boy card and we'll figure it out there.
And we have ours noted
Yeah.
down, so if you have to like fully reset the deck, we can figure it out next time.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Good. Roll 20, fun. Yes, so you've spotted a white alicorn in the distance, and it flees as soon as you spot it. And that is where we're going to stop for today.
Right.
All right. Exciting. It's a good nat 20 to roll.
Yeah.
All right. So, you're not dead again. How many streams has it been since our last death?
It
9?
will now be 10, I believe.
10. That's incredible. Teddy's really going great guns here. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you very much, incredible players, for surviving another session. I didn't even really try to kill you. You were fine. I think you just feel more under threat than you are, which really is smart. Thanks everyone for hanging out in the audience, or if you catch this on demand. Thank you very much. I had a great time. We are playing next, I believe, next weekend.
Yeah, on Saturday.
The 9th?
I don't know what I
Dates. Yeah.
yeah.
6 days from
At
now,
the
and
normal
it's the
time.
3rd, so.
Yeah. So I got to do some prep before that, but looking forward to seeing you all then. Join the Discord, !Discord, to get updates and announcements on what we're up to. And then the weekend after that, the 16th, we are playing a one-shot set in Barovia, but elsewhere, else when.
Yeah.
Some other players. So, we is the royal we, me and others. Sorry.
Debbie.
My
I don't think so.
right?
No,
Okay,
no,
good.
no, no.
I saw it on the
Yeah, you're
calendar
like-
and I was like, am I doing this? Because I have like other things on my personal calendar and I was like, I should ask you about that.
Wow. No, no,
I
no,
think
no.
I'm the only one from our group in it,
yes.
besides Debbie, obviously.
Okay, cool.
Oh, am I playing in
Because
it?
Debbie has promised
well?
it's going to be
Ugh.
like fucking horrible and horrifying, and I want some real
I'm
fucked
hopeful
up
that it's
horror.
I'm hoping that it's going to be really gross. Yes, the only overlap is Lena for that. Joel, Andy, Rachel, and Heather will be joining me,
Nice.
and I'll hopefully make everybody vomit.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, join the Discord, !Discord, to get updates and announcements on what we're up to if anything changes. But that's happening next weekend and the weekend after that. Hopefully we'll see you then.
Yeah.
All right. So for everybody
Sounds
here,
good.
a big thank you for tuning in. Take care of yourselves. Drink some water. Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.
Everybody.